Let's go!
Woodward Sports Network, let's go!
Welcome to the Morning Woodward Show. Happy Monday to you. My name is Stick, and man, we got a lot of stuff going on today. First of all, the draft is finally over, and we are going to give our grades. We're all going to play teacher up here today, and normally I would get failing grades, but this year I feel a little bit different about the report card I'm going to hand out. And then we also got Corey doing his chip challenge today, Mikey TikTok with his weekend update, plus whole bunch more coming at you on the Morning Woodward Show. Thank you guys for waking up with us, being a part of the show. Let me introduce everybody that's here. To my right this morning, his name is
Corey, what up, dude?
To my left this morning,
Joey. Not what up. It's what up. Dough, I learned from Corey that I got to say.
I like that with you wearing that black shirt, though. You kind of look like a floating head today.
Am I?
Like, did you ever watch Pee Wee Herman's Playhouse back in the day?
Yes.
That floating head that they went to, the Mukalakahiki. And then we have Adam making sure we look good in producer booth today. Alex is sick. Alex is out, so we have Adam making sure we look good, sound good. And then, of course, the man, the myth, the Fish is hanging out in the Fish cam. How's it going, Fish?
It's going good.
Got that new on today. What's that shirt, Fish?
I've had this for, 2 or 3 years.
Looking good, man. Looking
So
sexy today.
I just wear it because it's warmer than a hoodie. So it's going to be 60 today. So I decided to wear one of these.
All right. Well, good morning to everybody checking in on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter this morning. We appreciate you dropping comments, sharing, liking, subscribing, doing all the things you had to do to get us to where we're at right now. Thank you guys for being a part of the show. Kenny Burke's checking in from Florida this morning. I like that, too. What's up, Kenny? So you guys want to get right on into it? I mean, whew. How'd you guys sleep this weekend, first of all? Because I'll tell you what, on Saturday, I just crashed out for like 17 hours. I was so done.
I finally went to sleep after church yesterday. I got home, sat in the couch, and then I woke up. I'm like, oh, crap, it's 6 o'clock.
Yeah. This weekend got eaten up by sleep. And Joey, both you and I, Joey and I found out something crazy about each other over the weekend. Well, not about each other, but something to do with our lives.
Yeah. I mean, we've both known each other for so long, and I've been in a relationship for about 16, 17 months now, and we just found out that our ladies share the same birthday yesterday.
Wow. Yeah. So Joey's fiance's birthday was yesterday. My wife's birthday was yesterday. So eventually we'll have to do like a double trip at some point.
That'd be fun.
That would be fun. So, yeah, crazy.
I don't share a lady who has the same birthday as y'all.
Yeah, well.
Hey, you got to find one. Her birthday got to be May 2nd, Corey.
But I'll tell you this. Watch out for them Tauruses. I'll tell you that right now.
I know. I used to date a Taurus.
Oh, so you already know.
Yeah.
All right. If you guys want to give us your comments and your grades for the draft, please drop them in the comments, and we'll throw them up on the screen as we see them. And also, you can call in this morning, 313-552-6322, and you can give us your grade for the Detroit Lions NFL draft. Let's start out. Joey, do you want to start out with your grades?
Yeah, you want me to run through all of them, or how do you want to do this?
Adam's got it so we can throw them all up on the screen, and you
Okay.
can run all the way down and give us your grand total.
Okay.
And then we can kind of each go over what we were doing.
Yeah, so I'm going to start off, obviously, Penei Sewell. This one just caught us all by surprise because we did not think that he would be remaining on the board. So this one I'm going to start out by giving an A. I wanted to give an A+ because of excitement of how happy I was with it, but haven't really seen it yet, and there's so much hype around him being the best offensive lineman coming out in the last, 10 years they've been saying?
Yeah.
So I didn't want to get too ahead of myself, and no rookie should ever get an A+, not even Trevor Lawrence. So I'm going to start this off, A for Penei Sewell.
I like it.
And now let's get into all of the names that I cannot pronounce with the Washington defensive tackle that we got in the second round.
Just call him Levi.
Levi.
His name, actually, out of all of them, is easier than most of them.
Yeah, like some of these names were so tough, and I'm looking like
Onwuzurike.
Yeah, Onwuzurike.
Yeah, his is just like it's just like it's spelt, which that I can deal with. It's when it's not like it's spelt that I have problems with.
Exactly, and this is one guy that you looked at his tape, and there was a lot of times where people thought that he could even go late first round. So when you hear that, you think that you got a steal. I'm going to grade him at about a B- as you see on the screen, because it's just I haven't seen enough out of him yet, and you see his build. I mean, the dude's 6'3", 290 pounds. This guy is a great addition to the team. And then our second one. This is what I love to see, because not only is that first time we go with a defensive tackle, but we wanted to double down and go back-to-back defensive tackles. And we went to NC State to get Alim McNeil.
Yeah.
Who I gave him an A-. I gave him an A- because you see this guy's speed. Like, he's really actually, for his size, this guy could get off of the line really quickly. And it was actually one of those that look at him.
This is him playing running back in high school, and then he was a D tackle in the NCAA. Look at this guy. Imagine trying to tackle that guy as a high school kid. He's just a house.
Like, that's the thing, especially in high school. Like, you know this guy's going pro when you see him. And then you got to think of this guy is going for a defensive tackle, but he's running the ball. Like, that right there is just crazy. Where did I leave off? Getting the cornerback.
Yep.
I was excited about that pick. So this one, definitely hats off to Brad Holmes on doing this. First year for Brad Holmes was just fantastic. Got Efitu Melifanu from Syracuse.
You're trying to screw up even Syracuse, man.
I gave him a B+. When you look at the grades of cornerbacks that were remaining in this draft at the time we took him, he was by far one of the best left. So that was definitely a good one. And I think that I heard that the team had their eyes on this guy even in the earlier rounds, which was impressive that they ended up landing him. Because when it gets later on in the draft, you have no clue what other teams are going to get. And even when you start saying, like, which ones you want to see come to Detroit, I got every single one of them wrong. Because it's so hard to predict that.
Yeah, one of the things I love about Efitu is that he was projected to be like a second-round pick. Actually, an NFL scout says, I don't see there's any way he's getting out of the second round. And we were able to snag him up. So I will take that all day long and twice on Sundays.
Yes. And then my favorite, actually, of all of our picks, I'm going to go with...
Corey just looked like he got caught doing something. Go,
oh, we on 3-cam?
oh, shit, 3-cam.
And then this is my favorite, guys. The wide receiver from USC, Amon-Ra St. Brown. I was watching him. This guy is, I think, going to just fit right into the system, hop in at a slot, because he is super fast. And what I love is the way that this dude finds the end zone, because that is the biggest struggle that we have as Lions fans, is that we always struggle getting in the red zone, especially when we're in the red zone. We have a struggle getting in the end zone.
Right.
And this guy just seems like he's going to be the it factor for us. I was actually a little surprised that we didn't go more wide receivers in this draft, and we focused so heavily on defense. But
we were able to get Surratt after in the free agency, so I'm happy with that. Out of Purdue, he was projected to go in the draft, and I didn't think there was any way the Lions are going to be able to get him, let alone after as an unrestricted free agent. Yeah. So I think we did well in the wide receiver category. And the thing I love about this is Brad Holmes is like, get off my ass, Adam. You got that video? Because everybody wanted a wide receiver day 2. I think at least I did.
Yeah. It's just because you think like, all right, well, we got no wide receivers pretty much besides Cephas.
Right.
And you're like, we really need that.
Yeah, you got Cephas, you got Williams, but that's about it. But, I love this statement by Brad Holmes because it says he's got his finger on the pulse of what Lions fans are thinking, too. Listen to what he had to say.
After we drafted St. Brown, I felt like people finally would get off my ass about not getting a receiver. So, but besides that, no, we just achieved the goal of just, we stuck to what we said that we were going to do. And that's just get good football players and get the best football players that fit what we're looking for. And I believe that's what we set out to do. And that's what we did it. So that's what we feel good about. Dan and I were talking about is that what we're preaching, those are the players that we are acquiring. And, really that's really, it's not really something that we had to, look at a sheet and make sure we're following that. But that's what we truly believe. And I think that we.
He's like, get off my ass. We got a wide receiver.
I loved it. It was just pretty much politely saying, shut the F up.
Right.
I know what I'm doing.
Yep. As nice as possible. Right.
And you mentioned getting a Purdue wide receiver. we ended up scooping Purdue's linebacker, Derek Barnes. And I did some looking into this guy, so I'm going to grade him a B to start. And it's probably a little high this late in the draft, but we traded up to get this guy first off. And you look at how explosive he is, especially in reading the offensive plays. This guy is next level, because if it wasn't for his pass coverage, which is the only scare that I have with this guy, he would have probably gone in the earlier rounds. But this guy, I think, is going to be a good asset for us, because he used to be a hybrid edge rusher. So you put him at linebacker, this guy is going to be a steal for us in the draft, and I'm excited that we got him. And then the last one, I am going to give a C+ to Oregon State's running back, Jermar Jefferson, because I'm confused why we even went on a running back.
Oh, I'm not when it comes to Jermar Jefferson. At this point in the 7th round, you're just looking for the best available guy on the board, and that was Jermar Jefferson. Like, don't put too much stock into a 7th round pick, but little bit more you can when it's a Jermar Jefferson, because he was supposed to go 4th, 5th round too. Like, so many, this draft was just so insane on so many levels. Like, we were talking about it during the draft. I went back and watched our draft party, like me, Scott Bischoff, and Sean Baligian. We were talking about how you could take the top 6 picks in this draft, get rid of them, and start the draft at number 7, and it would still make sense how people fell. Like Penei Sewell falling to us, that he could have been number 1 or number 2 overall. If he would have gone back and played this year, he may have been the number 1 overall pick coming out next year.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I loved about it. Because of the quarterback frenzy at the top, it pushed so many good players down on the board.
And it's just crazy when you see some of the ones that drop, because you're like, damn, I did not expect them to drop this low, but they did.
Right.
Justin Fields being one of them.
So what's your overall grade, Joey?
I didn't do the math on that one. Let me see. I got it.
I think you had a B on there.
I would say it's probably a B.
Yep. Okay, perfect. So, Joey, you give the Detroit Lions a B grade on this draft.
I was happy. And truthfully, you look at our Detroit sports teams, Troy Weaver, first year, kills that draft.
Yep.
Then you look right now, Brad Holmes, first year, kills that draft. So, honestly, I'm really happy.
Well, I think everybody in Detroit is happy right now. That's kind of been the consensus. Corey, do you want to get into your picks? Actually, let's get into Corey's grades. We'll do that next. But first, we got to tell you about our people at Levels, at Enjoy Levels on Instagram. Go over there, shoot them a follow, because coming up, they're going to have a brand new store in Centerline 2, which is going to be amazing, and that's happening in about a month or so. We're going to be there for the grand opening, broadcasting live, doing our whole thing, and they got some fun things planned. Like, Joey, you ready to get in the dunk tank?
I actually would love to do that. See, I didn't know that a dispensary could also be a sports page, because I saw they posted something about Gary Payton the other day.
Oh yeah, Gary Payton. Yeah, he loves
good basketball player.
Good basketball player. Sticky fingers Gary Payton had, and you'll have sticky fingers if you enjoy the Gary Payton from Levels. So at enjoylevels.com, go hit them up, check them out. It's the Woodward Sports Network. We'll be right back with Corey's grades next.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. And at Hall Financial, we treat our clients like family. And our number 1 priority is giving each of our clients 5-star service. Our passion for 5-star service, combined with our expertise, allows us to find the best possible solution for refinancing your home loan. We take the time to focus on both the individual and the numbers. We're going to walk you through the process and close your loan in half the time of our competition. Go to davidhallmortgage.com today.
Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show right here on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. Thank you guys for being a part of it, no matter where you're watching or how you're consuming this content. I mean, let's get right into it with Corey and his grades. Actually, before we get into that, Corey, can we give it up for Corey? If you're watching right now, clap your hands unless you're driving. Keep your hands on the wheel.
Please. But honestly, still clap. Take your hand. Drive with your knees.
Yeah, I was going to say, do the knee thing and clap your hands. Corey is making impact in this city beyond sports. And how do we explain this? Adam, can you play the first interview that Corey did with Sewell, explaining to him that it's in Detroit, it's not just what up.
Because he hopped on the panel and he said, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up. Yeah, it's exciting, you know, what up, what up, what up, what up. And Corey saw that.
Corey Woods, Woodward Sports. Hey, today, welcome to Detroit again. Yesterday on the Morning Woodward Show, TJ Lang, former Lions player and Super Bowl champion, called you a generational talent and the type of player that makes him want to get back in shape and play alongside. How does it feel to hear a former Pro Bowler speak on you in that fashion?
Man, it's good. But again, at the end of the day, I haven't played a snap, and I have a lot to prove in this league. So there's a lot of work to be done, and talk like that again is appreciative, but it has to go in the 1 year and out the other. I'm ready to work. I'm ready to prove everything that I need to prove to everyone, and just excited to get on that field with the players.
Welcome to Detroit again. And just so you know, you came in the press conference saying, "What up?" You got to finish it with "What up, though." That's how we do it in Detroit.
What up, though? Okay, I like it. All right, I'm remember that one.
So later on, what was that, a day later or something?
The very next day.
Yeah, Adam, the second video I sent you in the prep, the very next day, what I love about this is Corey, educated him on the what up, though, in Detroit. And the very next day, Sewell gets on, what was he on, IG Live?
Yeah, he was on his TikTok.
Oh, on his TikTok.
Somebody I guess somebody screen recorded his TikTok, and he's a quick. First thing we have is he's a quick learner.
Yes,
he's a very quick learner. He's he took what I taught him and he used it.
He implemented it.
He implemented it quickly.
Now you know what teachers feel like when they actually tell a student to do something and it gets fixed.
It was a proud moment.
Oh my God, I actually changed this man's life. But no, Corey, you're out here doing the Lord's work right now, man.
I couldn't let him just keep saying what up, and not know how to finish it. I mean, that's just not. I felt that it would be improper of me to. It would not be a Detroiter of me to not let him know the entire phrase.
So the very next day, dude hops on social media, and this is what it sounded like.
What up, though, Lion fans? Man, it's such an honor to be a part of this organization, and I just want to hop on here and say I just made a new tick.
So Corey, honestly, that's all because of you.
Yeah. I'm dead. I'm not a person. I don't really brag a lot, but I'm taking that one to the bank. I'm sorry. I'm taking full credit for that.
Every interview from here on out, I guarantee you he's going to use that reference, whatever, and it's all going to be thanks to you.
Did you get goosebumps when that video got sent? Because I did. I was like, oh my God, Corey did that.
I was just like, yo, really? Okay, that's what's up.
That is awesome, man. So if you're new to Detroit, and Levi and everybody else that is new, it's what up, doe. That's what we say here. But Corey, let's get into your grades right now. Go ahead, man.
All right, I'm gonna go through them real quick. Penei Sewell, I had that. I know Joey said he doesn't like to give A+, but I had to give it an A+.
Oh man,
it was again, just gonna go off of my notes. Had him as a generational talent at the position. Just about every analyst and draft scout has said the same thing about him. TJ Lang also made a really good point. In any other draft, Penei Sewell could have been a #1 pick.
Yep.
I honestly thought that he should have been the #2 pick because I was under the mindset that I felt the Jets should have just invested in Sam Darnold maybe another year or two. I mean, he's still very young. They have not really given him the proper weapons to succeed, so that's why I had him going at #2. But then he didn't. Then we started hearing the Zach Wilson talk, so I was like, okay, then he'll go #5 to the Bengals. But then when the Bengals got Thad Moss, I'm like, okay, they're about to reunite the LSU trio and get Jermar Chase, which they did. So to be able to get a guy that's 6'6", 330 pounds, that violent, that quick, that athletic, plays with that kind of a mean streak, it's great. The Lions' offensive line was their best unit last year, but that's still not really saying much when Matthew Stafford was the 7th most sacked quarterback in the league. Frank Ragnow, Taylor Decker, those guys are good, but outside of that, the Lions' offensive line is somewhere between average and below average, just in my opinion. So adding Sewell, smart.
Right.
It's just a smart move. Went to Levi, gave Levi an A. I mean, Christian Barmore did go before him, so you can argue whether they got the first or second best lineman in the draft, but Barmore only went 3 slots above him, so there's that. Dude is a beast. I think I sent the clip of, there was a clip that I sent about him I think he really should be a B+, but the clip I gave him made me an A.
Oh, yeah, no, honestly, when we get to my grades, it's very similar, too, because you saw it on our text thread. At first, I was like, I don't really love this pick, and then, he said he wanted to fucking kill someone. I'm like,
okay. And Stick got he's not a JUCO guy, but he got a guy with the JUCO mentality.
That's right, and that's all I care about. Yeah, why don't you play that video of him saying what he likes to do to linemen?
What's up, Levi? Congrats on the pick. I read a quote. You were asked what's your favorite part about playing on the defensive line, and you said, I really just like exploding out of my stance and effing people up.
Hell yeah.
Do you want to expand on that quote just a little bit?
I mean, I think it tells you all. I like fucking people up. I like to get off the line and just put my helmet or my hands on an offensive lineman and fuck up an offensive scheme pretty much. I like pushing them back 2-3 yards and just making them feel like shit.
Just making them feel like
I like fucking people up. And God, I love that!
And ever since that got brought up, he used so many F and S bombs the rest of the show. The rest of the press conference. I mean,
he got comfortable.
He got comfortable. He was like, yeah. And then he just ended it with like, he said he doesn't care where he gets put at. He's coming to fuck shit up. So I'm like, yes, violence. He can play the nose tackle, can play the edge, all Pac-12 in 2019. Sat out last year, of course, but gave an A on that. So this is where that stop kind of came down a little bit. Lynn McNeil gave that a B-. I would have loved to see them go wide receiver right there. Nico Collins was there. He went not too far after. That's the direction I would have went in. Also, too, they just before the draft started, they got Michael Brockers in the trade.
Yep.
So I would just like, okay. But again, the defense was historically bad last year, so McNeil might be a good backup or a starter later on down the line. Another physical guy who can be disruptive, and so that's where I went with that. I can't pronounce his name. Ifitu. I gave that a B+. Again, thought they would have went wide receiver again right there, but again, historically bad defense. They need corners. Here's a guy that could possibly be a starter in about a year or two if groomed right under Aaron Glenn. Great open field tackler, violent. Another guy who's violent, and I thought I would have went Jabril Cox also at this pick too. He was still out there. That was a guy I was really high on. He ended up going to Dallas. Cox and Michael Parsons are going to be a problem.
Yeah,
but I'm cool with that pick. Amon-Ra St. Brown. I gave that an A. I just love the pick. They needed to get another wide receiver. Yes, they have Rashad Perryman, Tyrell Williams, and Cephas, but they need more than that. They got a guy who's explosive, great route runner, quick on his feet, high football IQ, and Brad Holmes talked about keeping up. He said even though he's a wide receiver, he can get real physical and violent himself. And also one thing there, St. Brown said that he's really great at, which I saw, is he's good at getting those 50-50 balls, something that the Lions are definitely going to need. Barnes, I gave it a C+. Even though they went ahead and stuck with the culture pick, getting a violent guy who's really aggressive, maybe I need to watch a little bit more. I wasn't too high on him, but I mean, hey, they got another dog, and I'm curious to see what he's going to go ahead and do with the Lions.
Yeah, when I was watching film on him, he just looks bigger than everybody else on the field. Like, he is just a thick dude, man, and he can run, he can close space, and as you see him here making plays, when you looked at him lined up with all the other 10 guys with him on the field, he just looked like he was measurably thicker, just a thick dude. So, hey, man, if he's here to fuck shit up too, I'm happy to have him.
Exactly. And they're going to round it out with Jermar Jefferson. Again, I gave this one an A.
Yeah.
Just because he fell down really low. If you heard him talk about it, he's pissed that he fell that low. So
I mean, dude was the third to last pick in the NFL draft.
Yes, he
pretty sweet.
And I believe he averaged like 6.5 yards per carry. That's going to be – I'll take it. Going to prepare him with DeAndre Swift. Hopefully that he's somebody that they can go ahead and groom along. Anthony Lynn's teams are known for being top rushing team. So let's see what happens there. Overall, I gave the draft a B+. It rounded out to a B+.
It's going to be interesting to see what type of offense that we run and what type of, because in a zone running scheme, Jermar Jefferson could be a 1,000-yard back. Like, that's what I think of him. Because, I do a lot of dynasty research and stuff like this. And by the way, I'm coming up with my top 20 dynasty players coming up, top 20 dynasty rookies. I'll be writing that article probably today or tomorrow. But Jermar Jefferson, he was up there as far as it comes with running backs. Like, he was going to be a top 10, top 8 rookie running back coming out this year. Falling to the Lions, I'm not exactly sure how they're going to use him, but like I said, you put him in a zone running scheme, and that kid can play. He puts one foot in the ground, he goes hard, he runs hard. The only problem is sometimes he gets a little ahead of his blocks. Like, he's not patient, and he'll have to learn that in the NFL, but I like that as a 7th-round pick.
Yeah. I love the whole Lions draft. Honestly, I mean, there were some picks that I was just kind of like, I didn't understand it, but also too, one thing I've been telling all of my friends who've been ready to jump off the cliff: what is the point of asking the Lions to bring in football minds, to bring in people who have built rosters that have went to Super Bowls, built rosters that have won Super Bowls, and then you question their judgment before they're able to even get their field on the product in the first couple of years?
It's PTSD.
It's definitely PTSD.
That's what it is, man.
It's PTSD, and the thing is, it's okay if you have that. Just admit it.
Right.
Don't try to act like you know more than some of these guys. This is the most competent Lions draft I've seen in quite some time. Yes, there were some things that I did not like about it, but after just hearing them talk about it, I respect it. Even with the Barnes pick, I didn't love it, but I love the fact that he said that he knew that he was going to possibly be a Lion because his coaches told him that the Lions were high on him. Mark DeLeon has been scouting him, so that means, okay, you know what? They've been looking at this guy. They've looked at tape on him. They saw a guy that they liked that fit the culture, which Brad Holmes said that they were looking for, and they went and got him. So in that respect, I'm like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and give y'all a shot.
No, I think you got to at least give them, like you said, a shot and at least acknowledge that these guys may know what the hell they're doing. I know we've had several regimes, if you want to call them, in charge that didn't know what the hell they're doing. But what I've found interesting so far about this draft, and we can discuss more about what it means for the team and where they're taking it going forward, is this is the first time, at least in the first round, like at our draft party, people wanted Sewell. Everybody wanted Sewell. And back in the day, they would have drafted Micah Parsons while we all wanted Sewell, And this year, it seemed like not that they listened to the crowd, but that they were aware of what the fans wanted and needed. Because obviously you saw Brad Holmes even say, hey, we got a wide receiver. Y'all can stay off my ass now.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying he's letting the fans run the show, but I'm saying at least they're in the same mindset as we are for the first time. It's not like, oh, we need a lineman. Oh, we want linebacker.
They're doing their job. They're doing their job by drafting who they feel needs to be taken at the proper slots, but also they're keeping, like you said, they're keeping their pulse on the city. They're doing their best to also try to appease the fans. And what really more can you ask for? A lot of people are saying, oh, this team is going to suck this year. Well, I'm going to say this. No shit, they sucked last year. They were the 32nd worst defense in the whole damn league, and people are bitching about them going out and addressing the defense. I mean, like, what are you doing? What? Like, they've addressed they couldn't address every hole, but they've addressed a lot of pertinent positions in the draft. And also, too, you can't say that you want the Lions to rebuild, and then before they even get into one season of the rebuild, you're also, oh my God, what are they doing? They have 2 first-round picks in the next 2 drafts. Oh, this entire new thing is going to be rebuilt through the draft this is going to be a 3 to 4 year process. See where they're at around 2023, 2024 is my kind of ceiling of like, okay, they should at least have been in the playoffs or won a playoff game by that time.
Yeah, to me, they're already better off than they were at this time last year. And that's all you can ask for. As long as it's baby steps, as long as we're moving forward, I don't care how long it takes. What's up, Fish?
I'll tell you one thing. Watching the draft did make me feel very excited for the start of the season.
Yeah, Fish is becoming a draft fan.
Wow. I mean, it wasn't really the draft. I was just seeing, all the highlights of the players of what they did in their college years. Like, oh, I'm excited for the NFL season.
Yeah.
What I like most about it, too, is obviously, like, the sexiness to this draft would have been get receivers, get these positions that we know we need, but they're all focusing on this rebuild. So this is why I like the way that we did it. You start out with an offensive tackle. They focus so strongly on the line. The next 2 picks, defensive tackles. So you talk about rebuild. This is exactly what we're doing right now, and you could see it.
They're going the Troy Reaver route. We're getting all of this old baggage out. We're letting you know that we're going to suck intentionally because we're tearing it down all the way and building it up from scratch.
Right.
So if you Lions fans just like me,
we got better the day they canned Fatty Matty.
We've been doing bad. We've been used to Band-Aids over the past couple of years. They say they're going to go through a rebuild, and they put a Band-Aid on the problem. This is ripping the whole damn Band-Aid off and recreating this entire roster through the draft. I don't understand the problem. I understand that Detroit is ready for a winner. Detroit deserves a winner. But also, too, they have a potentially great front office and potentially good coaching staff in place. Let them do the work.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I got my report card coming up next. A little bit different than both of y'all's, but we'll get into that. And we also got Joey's News coming up next right here on Woodward Sports.
So what's up? My name is Sean Baligian. Glad to be a part of Baligian and Bell every day at 11. I'm the guy that gets pissed off at all the stupid sports fans out there.
What up, though? I'm Drake Bell here on the Baligian and Bell show here at Woodward Sports Network. Tap into the energetic Sean and the calm, smooth Drake Bell.
Morning, Art. Morning, D-Mac.
Good morning, everyone.
Extra, extra, read all about it.
Let's get into Joey's News.
Let's go.
What you love to see in the Lions war room is Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell pulling off, in my opinion, damn near a perfect draft. This is their excitement in the locker room. I love this. Play it back with the volume on this one because they were too hype.
Yeah, he's slamming tables.
He's no Adam.
Yeah,
he's trying to be. He's trying to be. And this got to go down as the catch of the year. And what's crazy is this is the second time that I said this could be a catch of the year that was made by a fan and not even a player at the Phillies game off a 97-mile-per-hour foul ball while holding the ice cream.
No, but the true hero is the hype man coming in. Like, what's up, man? Great catch. Great catch. I love that. The guy just comes out of nowhere.
I mean, you got to.
What a hell of a stab, though, man. Look at that.
He really walked all the way over like.
Right. He's like, my dog. And you know that blonde girl is all about it now. She's like, Mom, baby, can catch
that's
ball.
a grab, though.
Yeah.
That is a grab.
You can't drop that in front of your chick, man. You're just going to look soft.
Man, you know who else's chick I'm liking right now? Jared Goff's girl, Kristen Harper.
Watch yourself.
Already rocking that Detroit verse, everybody.
Oh, okay, all right.
Post that on her story. I mean, yeah, and I like it.
Well, there's a mug on the screen?
Yeah. I made that the
I'm sorry,
smallest.
I can't see
I
anything
made that
else.
the smallest part of this.
I literally was like, okay, I literally did not see the Detroit versus everybody.
Can we slow clap it up for Jared Goff? Good job, man. I mean, we use the term outkick your coverage a lot, but this applies to a football player. And, you know, is Jared Goff, obviously, quarterback in L.A., you're going to pull some hotness. But
Heck yeah.
Good job, Jared Goff,
Yeah.
man. Good for you.
I haven't done this, but just search her name with bikini afterwards. You will not regret it from what I've heard. Last home game for the Detroit Red Wings.
I haven't done it, but yeah, just do it.
This season.
Dude,
It's sad.
Corey and I were talking about that. How is the Red Wings season over already?
I know. There's freaking 2 more games left. And I'm like, wait, what? I thought we just started.
Yeah, Corey and I were talking. We have not covered the Red Wings at all. Like, just very, very little.
I didn't get a chance to go to my game yet. I'm sad.
Yeah, well, too bad, man.
Yeah,
there are no
next
more
year.
home games,
You wanna
Corey. You
drive
missed
out,
it.
Corey? Let's drive out.
What's up, Fish?
That's what happens when they play 55 games, I think it was.
Okay, so, yeah, it was a shortened season, but damn, I just feel like I feel like it's still like the first 10 games of the season for the Red Wings for some reason.
We wish that.
Right.
We wish we could go back to the earlier 10 games. Not that it would have a different result, but Red Wings ended up losing yesterday to the Lightning 2-1. Ben Simmons with the game-winning tip for the win yesterday in overtime against the Spurs. You see this. Just so picture perfect. 2 seconds, shoots it up, miss. Right at the buzzer.
Horrible box out. Horrible box. I'm not going to put a body. Look at him. He's just hanging on the baseline. Nobody box. Put a body on him.
That's the one thing I really hate about basketball.
NBA basketball.
NBA basketball. Last year, I screamed it during the entire playoffs. Does anybody know how to effing box out anymore? It's a simple concept to grab a rebound.
Right.
It's like they don't even go for it. They try to run off, get the fast break, and it's just I hate seeing this right now with the NBA.
Shake your fist like an old man. Bring me back physicality.
Box out. Like,
box out.
Do you think in the NBA the coaches watch back and say, why don't you box out your guy?
Oh, 100%. But
they don't box out, though. I never see it besides big man boxing out. But it should be the smaller guys that are the ones boxing out.
Right. Shot goes up, you find a body. That's like basic basketball since you were this big.
And it's not getting done. The 19-45 Detroit Pistons lost to the Hornets 107-94 on Saturday. But Beef Stew.
Beef Stew! God, I love that guy, man.
Still looking good out there. Our rookies still looking good, so we can't be too mad about that. Only basketball team that could be pretty upset today is the Michigan State basketball program, losing the #1 recruit in the country from right here in Ypsi by the name of Imani Bates, who opened up his recruitment after decommitting from MSU.
And you know what's interesting about this? I know I'm going to catch shit from Maz, and I'm going to catch shit from a lot of people, but this goes back to what we were talking about Izzo and him gripping up players and him coaching differently than the new era of coaches. A guy like Imani Bates, he's bigger. He believes he's bigger than the program, right? So he's not going to go to a spot where the coach is going to be grabbing his arm, embarrassing him at halftime, walking into a locker room.
Dude, the dude was bigger than his own high school that he started up his own academy.
Yeah.
You're telling me he ain't going to think he's bigger than MSU? And, I mean, you look at it, obviously he'd be a great asset to the Michigan State basketball program. But like you said, it's doing a disservice to himself because I think he can land a better team because the hype ain't really around Tom Izzo right now.
You think he's going G League?
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
I think that it was just more so about opening himself to be able to go to the G League.
Yeah.
That's the reason why, because if the NBA goes ahead and opens that G League pipeline, why in the hell would I go to college? I can just go straight to the G League, ball out there for a year, get some coin, and then go to an NBA team.
How does it work, by the way, for the G League?
I think it's like a $500,000 a year contract or something like that.
But I'm saying there's no draft really for that.
No.
So how do you just?
I think you're a free agent. You're
okay.
You're a UFA.
You get called up.
Yeah. Yeah, essentially.
Damn.
And honestly, if the G League takes off, like that's going to be the end of NCAA basketball as we know it. It's going to go back to like 5 seniors on the same team that all came up together because all the elite guys are going to go serve their year in the G League, then go to the NBA.
I'm going to be honest, I kind of like that. Like, yes, I want these stars to go to the NCAA, but a person like Imani Bates, this guy has been called the next KD, they even say LeBron. I don't see it because he's way, way smaller, but why let him go to college if you could see him in that and bring more light to the G League and the NBA? I feel like that'd be so much fun.
This also, too, just for Imani, he's still the #1 prospect, but his name has kind of cooled off a little bit because Chet kind of showed him up.
But he's a year older.
Yeah, but
older.
But Imani's gonna be fine again. I just think that this is more so about opening his opportunities to be able to generate an income and be able to go ahead and hit the league. So we'll see what he does. We'll see.
You mentioned that Chet Holmgren game. I was at that one, and that was so much fun. Just seeing the best of this high school year compared to the best of the next year, and it was just cool seeing them two go at it.
Yeah, Dion Willis says they'll get $500,000 a year in financial literacy courses. Yeah, why would I go to the NBA? Why would I go to college if I can just go straight and get that $500K in ball?
Right.
G League.
You know what you could also get? You could get a bunch a beautiful close at Bridge Street Exchange in downtown Fenton, and you ain't going to need $500,000. They got great prices there. Support this locally owned business that supports a bunch of local Michigan products and companies. So it's bridgestreetexchange.com, their website where you can shop online. Code word WSN will give you 15% off your entire order. So you could use that code word online or just go in there in person. Downtown Fenton, Bridge Street Exchange. Tell them Woodward Sports sent you and you'll get 15% off.
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We're recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand. Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads.
They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10.5 months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire
a graduate
of Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. Thank you guys for being a part of the morning show. Lots of heat in the comments this morning, giving off your grades for the Detroit Lions draft. A lot of Amani Bates talk going on right now inside the comments, too. Thank you guys for being a part of the show and participating. We appreciate it. Now I get to give out my grades, which, you know, as a person who wasn't a good student, it's nice to be on the other side. And,
no, but you're giving out the good grades, though. You're not getting them.
No, yeah, but it's nice to be able to be like, no. Like, this is how I feel my teachers used to do it, too. Like, it's an arbitrary score. They just pick, oh, do I like them? Okay, he gets a B. you know,
especially on the essays.
I had this one theory that one of my teachers would label his stairs A, B, C, D, all the way down. They just grab the papers and throw them, and whichever stair they landed on, that's what grade he'd give them. Because some of the gradings I got back in the day, I was like, I put my all into that, and I still got a D. But let's get into it. Lions, this is my report card for them, and it's looking kind of similar to your guys', except I don't have any. Yeah, I got all A's and B's. I know you didn't want to give an A+, but
both of you.
But number 2, this guy could have been the number 2 overall pick. Probably would be the number 1 overall pick, and I love how Adam put Sam Days draft guys instead of Stick.
That's what he does, because like he calls you Sam always.
Right. So yeah, that's my real name, in case anybody was wondering. So yeah, I mean, that guy fell to us. You saw how excited the crowd was with us. You saw how excited the war room at the Lions had, and there's just nothing else to say. That was an A+ pick across the board, and it showed that we are trying to build a culture from the inside out. We now have an offensive line that is the strength of the team, and I haven't been able to say that or mention that since about 1991 when we had Lomas Brown, Glover on the line, couple Pro Bowlers, and a guy running behind him called Barry Sanders. So I believe the offensive line is key for our success, especially with a quarterback like Jared Goff. So A+, A+, A+.
So that's the offensive line now. What's your thoughts on the defensive line, Sam Day?
And that's where they got to. I don't mind this pick of Levi. Who I really wanted was Terrace Marshall. He was still on the board at this point. And honestly, when he filled in for Jermar Chase at LSU, I thought he was every bit of the wide receiver that Jermar Chase was in that offense. Chase will probably translate better to the NFL, but I thought Terrace Marshall would have been a huge pick for the Lions there. But then Levi came out and said he wanted to kill people, and I was like, okay, that's my guy. That's my guy.
That's all I need. Hey, that was all I need to hear.
Right. Yeah, that's all I wanted to hear, too. It's just like, and that's what the theme throughout every one of these draft picks is they're hard-nosed, they're football guys, they like to punch people in the mouth, and those are the players that we want on the team. My second grade for, how do you say it? Is it Liam? Alim McNeil.
Yeah.
I like this pick, and like we said, this guy, it was a running back in high school, then transitioned to defensive tackle, so you know he's athletic.
That dude at the end 100% just slid. Just so we didn't have to take that context.
That was a business decision right there. You do not go after that guy.
Look right here. All right, I'm going to just slide, make it look like I gave an effort.
Yep. I mean, he's got a low center of gravity. He understands how to run. He gets low. I like that they shored up the defensive line there, even though this was kind of like a weak defensive tackle draft.
Yeah.
Our draft expert, Scott Bischoff, said when we got Levi that he was the best defensive tackle in the draft.
When I heard it, I'm like, oh, damn.
Yeah,
okay.
for us to get him second round pick 9, okay.
And again, as I said earlier, Christian Barmore, who you can also argue is the best defensive lineman in the draft, only taking 3 spots before him. So
yeah,
we either got the first or the second best lineman in defensive tackle in the draft. So I'm cool with it.
One knock that they had on Levi was he has small ankles. I read that.
Huh.
Like that's how weird these combines get and like these scouting reports get is they go all the way down to guy's got a big chest but weak ankles. It's like, oh
God.
All right, now we're doing ankle measurements. But
my thing when you drop this low, like I feel like you just got to take whoever's the best on the board, and at that time he was. So that's why I am happy with that pick.
Yeah. Then we addressed the cornerback position in the next round with Afitu. And I love this guy. I love his game. He's physical. He's long. He tested well in everything that he came up against in the combine and his pro day. You look at him here, cutting off the pass, taking a great angle to get to the wide receiver. One of the NFL scouts said this. I think he's one of the best fits for us in the NFL draft. I don't see any way he gets out of the second round.
Yes.
Not only did he get out of the second round, we got him in the third round at pick 38, which awesome. I absolutely love it. Then we move on to the fourth round. Yeah.
What do you mean pick 38?
Compensatory picks in the third round. That was the Brad Holmes pick.
Yeah.
So, honestly, we wouldn't have him if it wasn't for Brad Holmes. And if you don't know, we got a third-round pick, and the Rams got a third-round pick because we hired a minority head coach or a minority GM. And the Rams groomed him. We hired him. We get a third-rounder, and then they traded us the third-rounder as part of the Goff deal. So, it was good deal to me. On to the fourth round. This is where everybody was saying that we needed to draft a wide receiver. Amon-Ra. And if you're a fan of the movie Mummy, you know exactly who Amon-Ra is. And this guy has all the skills. He's going to be a great slot wide receiver for us.
Think he'll start off rip?
Yeah, he should. I mean, we only got 4 wide receivers really on the roster right now, and this guy can fill up a stat sheet. There you see him beating triple coverage right there.
Turn on the burners.
Yeah, and the thing I love about him is, once again, I was doing my dynasty research, and he was projected to be like a top 6 maybe wide receiver coming out of dynasty this year. And for the Lions to snag him up as late as they did, look at the way he spent his draft night. While everybody else sitting around the TV, dude's in the garage working on the jugs machine. I love that.
That's awesome.
You see how close he was, too, to getting that shit? It was amazing. So I love that pick right there. And, of course, we needed a wide receiver, and we got one in the 7th round. And then we move on to Derek Barnes. I gave this an A because the more research that I did on him and the more I looked at it, this guy can fill a gap. He is huge. Like I said, his body is just, massive. He's NFL ready.
238.
Yeah, he's NFL ready today. And you can see he's got speed. He chases down running backs when they're going out of the backfield. Got decent hands there, can read the quarterback's eyes. Here he is dropping into coverage. And he's like, no.
And at Purdue, he was a hybrid edge rusher. So
yes.
He's going to be more than just a linebacker for us.
But look how big he is. Look at him stuffing the gap right there, making a form tackle. He's just a big guy. There he is. More pursuit, making a tackle for a loss. So I'll take Derek Barnes there. And then to me, one of the steals of the draft, Jermar Jefferson out of Oregon State. This guy, man, like I said, if he was put in a zone offense, he can run it. Look, watch him read this hole right here. He makes 2 cuts. Left, nope, there's a cut. Boom, hits the outside, gone. That's exactly what you want to see out of somebody that's running a zone read offense like that. And you can see the holes open up, but he's got great timing. Look at that.
Woo.
Yeah, just great.
And yeah, I mean, he followed the line. That's all you got to do as a running back. And now hopefully our line is improved, and that's all we're looking for. Not a playmaker. Just do your job.
So I love the fact that we got him in the 7th round. Like I said, I thought he was going to be a 4th-round pick. It's crazy how far running backs have fallen in the NFL draft. Nobody gives a shit about running backs anymore, and it's the craziest thing. Did you notice that? Only 2 got drafted the first day.
That's wild. It's so devalued. I don't know why, but I mean, I guess they're a dime a dozen now.
Yeah. And they're just replaceable. Basically. That's what you need to do. You need to keep turning them over, keep turning them over, keep turning them over. But yeah, the amount of running backs taken throughout this entire draft was very, very, very thin. to the point where you think running backs are going to stop being drafted altogether. They're just going to be picked up as free agents.
Oh, that would just be wrong. Come on, that would just be wrong.
It's like the whole fullbacks.
Yeah, fullbacks. They're done.
Done.
There was one drafted this year, I think. So I don't mind the Lions draft altogether. What I do like about this is it set the tone for what the Brad Holmes crew is going to bring to the table, what Dan Campbell wants. And what we got is a bunch of bad dudes.
Let me ask you one question. If they could have done anything different in this draft, what would you have wanted?
Just to maybe move up and get a better wide receiver.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really the only thing. But honestly, that wasn't a main need. Like, I like that they're building the line first, and then we'll go from there, because it really doesn't matter what wide receiver you have if you can't protect the quarterback.
Why didn't we put that graphic up that we posted on the social?
You like that one?
That literally explained everything. You draft Sewell, throw the ball open to anybody that's open. You don't draft Sewell, those guys are open, but probably didn't complete class because quarterback sacked.
Right. So yeah, that my overall grade for the Detroit Lions this draft was a B+, and that's where I think they are, man. I don't think it was an A. I don't think it was a perfect draft, but I do think that it was a foundational draft and set us forward on a good course to where we're going to be going. And it got everybody in the city excited. Like, I'm excited. Everybody on this panel's excited. Our draft party was going fucking crazy when Sewell was drafted.
They were chanting an offensive lineman's name. Girls were chanting an offensive lineman's name. It was amazing.
Yeah, it never happens.
Never.
I've never seen it in my entire life to where an offensive lineman was a sexy pick. But I think Detroit fans are smarter than most. Like, we've been through it. We've seen it all. So to know that, hey, we didn't botch this. We didn't screw this up. We got our guy, and our guy fell to us. And to watch Brad Holmes slam the table and be so excited when he got the man that he wanted, who they've been pinning on their chart that they're never going to get him because he's never going to fall. And next thing you know, oh, shit, he's right here.
Well, here's the thing. There are some people who do not like Sewell. They wanted the flashy, sexy pick. They wanted Justin Fields. A lot of people that I know were just like, how did the Lions let a franchise QB slip through their fingers at that point? I'm like, we don't know what Justin Fields is yet. He could be great. He could not be great. But the one thing that we do know is if you put good talent around Jared Goff, he's proven that he can get you to a Super Bowl at least. So everything that the Lions have done, any quarterback that comes in, whether it's Jared Goff is going to be the guy or somebody replaces Jared Goff in 2 years, that QB is going to benefit from all of the work that the Lions are doing right now. He's going to come into a foundation. So,
see, and that comment was best right there. Are you worried about Justin Fields being in our division now, being drafted by the Chicago Bears?
I mean, we had dealt with Aaron Rodgers for like freaking decade, and then before that, Brett Favre. There's been other great QBs in the division, and you know the Lions have, of course, not have their great luck against them, but we don't know what Justin Fields is going to be. So,
hey, last time the Bears traded up to get a quarterback, how'd that work out for him?
I don't want to put him in the Mitchell Trubisky camp convo, but
why? Why not?
It's true.
Why not? We haven't seen him play in the NFL yet, and Mitch Trubisky was supposed to be a good NFL quarterback coming out of North Carolina. Number 2 overall, they traded up over Patrick Mahomes, over Deshaun Watson. This time, they kind of just got what was left over with Justin Fields when it came to the quarterback. So, I don't know. I was rooting for Justin Fields. Good for you, but now you're from Ohio State and you play for the Bears. You get both of these. Fuck yourself. Let's take a break. When we come back, it's time for Adam's Bets so we can get you some money in your bank account. So make sure you're listening next on the Woodward Sports Network for all the lines, the bets, and the spreads coming up with Adam's Bets.
We are here, downtown Fenton, my favorite Bridge Street Exchange.
That's right. And you want to switch up your wardrobe this summer? It's this easy. You ready, Joey?
I'm ready.
All right, you ready? I like it. You want to do it again?
Yeah, let's do it again.
All right. Ooh, Brixton. Nice. One more time?
Yes.
Ooh, I like the hat on this one, too. You ready to do it one more time, Joey?
I'm getting tired. One last one.
All right, let's change it. Bro, where's your shirt? You need new clothes this summer. Bridge Street Exchange in Fenton. That's where you need to go. Thank you, guys. Welcome back. It's the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. Thank you guys for watching this morning on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, and, of course, Twitch. And for everybody who downloaded our app on the Google or Apple Play Store, you're listening right now. We appreciate you, too. Every morning about 8:50, Adam comes on with his bets and tries to make you some money. Adam, you're in the producer booth today. We don't have you coming up on stage. How'd you do this weekend, man?
4-1 on Friday, so that was cool. On the weekend, I didn't really bet much. I was kind of focused on draft coverage and watching the draft, so I stayed away from betting on Saturday and Sunday.
Gotcha. All right. Well, Fish, what you got to say, man?
I've noticed every single Monday / the past 2 Mondays, Adam's been in a different place. So can we do that? Can we make every Monday Adam goes to a different place and does his bets? Last week he was in here. This week he's in there. Next week, maybe we put him in Studio B.
Studio B?
Who knows?
You want to do your bets from Studio B next week, Adam?
I wish I'd spent last Monday in a different place.
Yeah, we wish you would have, too. All right, Adam, let's go with your bets today. What you got, man?
We're going to hit straight into hockey. Sam, you know what I'm doing here. 5.5.
5.5, man.
His name's Stick. Stop calling him Sam.
Listen, he's Sam to me, so fuck you. Anyways.
Did someone call me?
You're not Sam either.
Anyways, 2 NHL games. I'm going to take over 5.5 goals. Start with the Islanders and Sabres. I get it at an underdog line. I think 6 goals is super attainable in this game. Sabres have been lighting up the lamp ever since they ended their 19-game losing streak a few weeks back. So we'll stay with the hot teams and the hot goal-scoring teams in that game. And then probably the easiest game and 100% my lock of the night is going to be the over between the Maple Leafs and the Canadiens. I'm getting 2 of the best offensive scoring teams at -120. I don't want to say even money, but it's still a great bet. 6 goals, super attainable. Austin Matthews is on a ridiculous goal scoring pace right now, 0.81 goals per game. At the moment, that is the highest currently in the modern era. You'd have to go back to Mario Lemieux to find somebody scoring at that much of a pace. Not even Stamkos or Ovechkin back in their prime were scoring goals the way he is this season. And then we'll go into baseball. I'm going to finish out with all baseball games. I'll take the Phillies on the money line. Phillies been hot lately. Kind of got screwed over last night in the Mets game. I think they go to Milwaukee and they take care of business. And I like the line. I like it at -120. I'm basically getting even money. And then my favorite bet of the night, just because the odds, is going to be the Angels versus the Rays. Ohtani takes the mound tonight. I get it at +100 against a Tampa Bay Rays team that isn't looking like themselves. They're not looking like the World Series contenders that they were last year. So I'll take the Angels in that game at an underdog line, and then I'm going to take the runs scored at under 10.5. To be honest, if this was under 10, I wouldn't have taken the bet, but the fact that I actually get that half and it eliminates the push margin, it makes so much sense for me. I'll take it at -115. It's obviously the favorite bet. 2 high scoring teams, but I like 10 runs. 10 runs is probably the max that'll be scored, so it's a good line.
Is that in Colorado?
No, it's in San Francisco.
Okay.
So they got the beta hit home runs in.
If it was in Colorado, any pop fly is a home run in Coors Field. Is it still Coors Field?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
they never changed it.
Good. Yeah. Sometimes I get confused when they change
sponsors buy it off or something like that.
Comiskey Park is Alltel and stuff like that. It's like, no, it's Comiskey. It's always going to be Comiskey to me.
The worst one is not a sports venue, but Cobo Hall being named the TCF Center. It's like, just switched it all up entirely on us. Really?
I know. I'm still hooked on Pine Knob, not DTE.
Oh, man, you're way back there.
Or like Aretha Franklin is always going to be Shane Park to me. Like, that's just how it is, man. They tried to change it, but they did such a good job branding it the first time. That's what it is.
I hate San Francisco Stadium the most because they have like one of the most iconic stadiums in baseball, but they change that name every 3 years. I thought it was AT&T Park. No, it's Oracle Park. And
Okay, Mikey, I just noticed what you're wearing. What the fuck are you doing? 1, it's a Monday. 2, to walk in with here, I'm going to keep the camera on you. A World Series Detroit Tigers shirt, which they got almost swept in, basically. And the worst part is they're 8-21, so I don't know how you're going to even be repping
Hey, Adam,
the Detroit
you already
Tigers
got
jersey
ripped
right
on
now.
last week. Give him a break.
Damn.
You got ripped on last week. Give him a break. Jeez.
Hey, until you make up for it, you're getting the heat.
Right. You got 1 more minute before we get into it. But, Adam, let's run down your bets one more time for
You guys
everybody
are
watching
ruthless.
right now.
Well, Thanks, Fish. Anyways, I'm going to take 2 lines over 5.5 in the NHL today. I like the Sabres and the Islanders. That's an easy one. My lock of the night for sure is going to be the Maple Leafs and Canadiens game. As I said earlier, Austin Matthews is on a tear. And to be honest, 5.5 is such a low line for 2 of the most high-scoring teams in the NHL. I love it. I'll take the Phillies to come back and win after a horrible night last night where they got screwed by the umpires against the Mets. I'm taking Shohei Ohtani every time an underdog line. He's starting on the mound tonight against the Rays, who have not been in the best form. And I'll take the under at 10.5 between the Rockies and the Giants. And if you want to parlay that like I am, $50 goes a long way. You can win $1,238 if this hits. Super close to hitting on Friday. I was kind of upset that I finished 4-1, to be honest, because we nailed the first 4 so easily, and the last one it was super unlucky. But it's all good. There's always time to make money, and that's what we're going to keep doing.
I like it, man. All right, so if you're watching at home and you want to make these bets, it's real easy. Just go to mybookie.com. This time we want to switch it up, though. Instead of us matching your first deposit, we're just going to give you free money. Enter promo code Woodward10, and you get a free $10 to gamble with on mybookie.com. You don't have to put in like $50. You don't have to do anything like that. It's just our gift to you, a free $10. Sign up with Woodward10 when you go to mybookie.com today, and you can place that maybe parlay bet on Adam, turn it into a quick $1,000, and next thing you know, you're rolling in it. So let's do it today. Woodward Sports, go to Woodward10. That's what you need to enter, the promo code, when you go to mybookie.com. Do it today.
You want sports? We got sports for you right here, Woodward Sports.
How do I even come after that?
This is the only time I'm going to be calm because I'm certainly not during the show. Poor Joy.
I'm Drake Bill. I'm here.
Legion and Bell every day right here on Woodward Sports from 11 to 1.
Welcome back. It is the Morning Woodward Show on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. My name is Stick. It is Monday, and if you were with us last Monday, you will know Mikey TikTok came on. He tried something new. It didn't work out. We had a conversation about it on air, and it hurt Mikey's feelings for about 24 hours.
Hurt my feelings.
Okay, it hurt Fish's feelings to this day.
And I wasn't even there.
But Mikey TikTok got over it. He's back on the saddle again today. And do you like what you put out this week, Mikey?
Preface this.
I was finishing my rosary. What's up? Do I like what I put out?
Yeah, pay attention, man.
We're live.
Give
me about... I think this week I added in a different segment, but it's viral videos from this week that I liked. And I just talked about it. And I also did a whole tangent on the draft. That's what I focused on for my news update. Touched on some things you guys might not have. And also, I think Corey's going to die because I'm reading the things on this package right now, and it's got so many warnings on it. So, like, stay tuned for that.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Corey's going to be doing the One Chip Challenge coming up. I've never even heard of this before they brought it in, but apparently this is going to wreck some...
What is that literally just a chip in that box?
Yeah, there's warning on all those things. They always got to give you warnings for people who have, certain diseases or allergies that they could catch.
Corey, you're not pregnant, are you? Okay,
so, yeah,
you should be good.
Pregnant women can't have that?
Pregnant women should not have this.
Yeah, they got to address everything because there's people nowadays. You can just say, "Oh, I got sick. I'm going to sue this company because they didn't put like the Gorilla Glue woman."
Yeah, but I think a lot of this is to hype it up.
It's fun.
Too.
Yeah, it's fun.
After touching this chip, make sure you wash your hands with soap and do not touch your eyes or other sensitive areas. So what dude touched the chip and jerked off? Like, because that's what happened for them to put other sensitive areas on this.
I'm
Some
sure
dude got this shit in his pee hole and was burning for weeks. So, Corey, note to self: wash your hands afterwards. Mikey, you ready to do your video?
It's inevitable. It's just roll the clip, man.
All right, let's see what Mikey TikTok has for his weekend update.
What's up, guys? And yes, I'm actually back after last week with today's top headlines from last week. And I'm focusing on the NFL draft. The 2021 NFL draft finally ended. We saw Trevor Lawrence go #1 overall to nobody's surprise. But there's actually a lot more news where that came from. 2020 Heisman winner Devontae Smith was selected by the Philadelphia Eagles. The small, speedy receiver compares to Deshaun Jackson in terms of how badly the Eagles are going to blow his prime. The Las Vegas Raiders were criticized for reaching on prospect Alex Leatherwood. With a name like that, I can only assume he came from blacksmithing college. It's okay he's got pro experience though, as he last played for the Vikings. And by that, I mean Leif Erikson was his head coach. Guy's got a name like his 40 was timed with a sundial. Getting more local, Michigan State's streak of having a drafted NFL player finally ended with the 2021 NFL Draft. It's okay though, State fans. At least you still have Emily Bates. Oh, they don't? Oh yeah, y'all got nothing. And then the Patriots. They selected a guy that's got a body like me, and I think he's going to be a great quarterback. But we also got to see Matt Patricia, who's now assistant to the head coach in New England. He's about as much of an assistant as I was funny last week. Not to knock Patricia. He did everything that he was asked for on draft night. He mopped the floors, he refilled cups, and he even put crackers and cheese on plates for everyone. And finally, to the Detroit Lions. The Lions had a fantastic draft, selecting Penei Sewell in the first round, falling to them, a gem at number 7. They also selected players like Levi Awanzarike and Iafatu Melifonwu, as well as Amon-Ra St. Brown. Afterwards, the team signed the world's largest keyboard as an undrafted free agent. My gosh, those are some names. Despite the new regime, standards were still pretty low for Lions fans. We would have been okay with the picks from rounds 2 through 7 as long as ESPN had their highlight film. As the draft went on for 3 days, the Tigers gave up almost 30 runs in 2 games. The Wings dropped a couple games as well, proving that we, true to rumors, can't have anything in Detroit. I'm back in my room to give you my favorite viral videos of the week.
Let me see. I lost my money. You thought? Yeah, look at him like it's not him. You thought that was Justin Timberlake? Well, I thought that was Justin Timberlake.
Okay, I get it. Portnoy and Timberlake kind of look alike. But come on, they're not even in the same league. Timberlake does music, Portnoy does sports. How do you confuse the two, Juwan? Come on, man. You're better than that.
I was at dinner last night and everyone started cheering for this man. Anyone know who this is? I'm so confused.
I was 11 years old when Johnny Football was a thing. And to say that I'm disappointed is an understatement. I'm more disappointed in her than Juwan Howard. And I'm very disappointed in Juwan Howard for confusing Justin Timberlake with Jake Portnoy. And that's Johnny Football. She doesn't understand the greatness she's witnessing. He was electric. I don't even remember Juwan Howard playing basketball. Johnny Football, however, was crazy. How do you... I don't get it. Despite the Tigers let up almost 30 runs in 2 games and the Wings dropped a few.
Much better than last week, Mikey TikTok. Much better. I actually laughed twice. He did a Leif Erikson joke talking about Vikings. The Johnny Manziel thing, a little long, but I liked it. How you feeling this week, man?
My heart rate still hasn't stabilized yet. I don't think I'm going to, mentally recover for a little bit, but I was a lot happier with the product I was able to put out. I'm going to continue those reviews and, continue to find jokes and stuff that's funny.
Yeah, they're only going to get better, and that's what we want. You're an intern here, so we want you every week to put out new stuff. People are calling you awkward, which you embrace.
I'll embrace it. I'll take it. Thank you, Jeff Lyday Jr. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, Mikey is very awkward, so if you like that kind of humor, you're going to love what he puts out. If you don't like that kind of humor, you're going to hate what he puts out, because this kid is just awkward silence, awkward poses, awkward stares, just awkwardness.
Glad you didn't fire him. Good job, Mikey. I was glad I didn't quit.
You thought about it too after last week.
I was
didn't
like, maybe I don't like it that much.
Dude, honestly, last week he left here, and Joey and I were worried about him. We both called him. He wouldn't answer. We both texted him. He wouldn't answer.
Wonder why.
Am I allergic to the sun? Dude, I stay inside all day and write articles.
That's right. He lives in his basement. Well, Mikey TikTok next Monday. At it again. Mikey's weekend update. They will only get better from here, right?
Hopefully.
It can't get any worse, so yes, it will.
I set the bar low and then raised it slightly.
And you know who has a high bar? Sun RV, right, Joey?
They do.
Sun RV got the highest bar of them all, and that's where we're going to be hanging out in June. And I cannot wait to be out there with our Woodward Sports family because we're going to be taking Sun RV Resorts to the next level. Over 160 RV and camping resorts across the U.S. and Canada. And it's not like if you're listening right now or watching, I'm not much of a camper, though. They got water parks, lazy rivers, mini golf, restaurants, bars, Wi-Fi so you're connected. I know that's probably something that you're worried about because I would be. They got it all, sunrvresorts.com. If you're thinking about a summer vacation, right now is the perfect time to book that trip. Sun RV Resorts.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. And at Hall Financial, we treat our clients like family. And our #1 priority is giving each of our clients 5-star service. Our passion for 5-star service, combined with our expertise, allows us to find the best possible solution for refinancing your home loan. We take the time to focus on both the individual and the numbers. We're going to walk you through the process and close your loan in half the time of our competition. Go to davidhallmortgage.com today.
Back to the Morning Woodward Show right here on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. And I have changed seats, and I like the lighting over here a lot better than where I'm sitting.
That's
man.
the best lighting you'll get here.
Yeah, this looks clean as hell, man.
I got the worst. Y'all can't make me look pretty here.
So my name is Stick. We have Corey up here. Just walk right in front of the camera, Mikey. Don't worry about the camera.
We're not doing
Don't worry about the camera. So, Corey, tell us about the one chip challenge. I'll hold it up right now. Adam, you want to zoom in on this thing?
What's that,
Paki?
Yeah,
one chip challenge.
How much are these things to start? Because that's like nice packaging for one chip.
I think it's like $5 for one chip, but now that because they're really hard to get, I think they raised the price on them a little bit.
Yeah, Amazon currently. So on Amazon, I checked this morning, they're currently about $45. $45 per chip. Yeah.
$45. So we're about to watch you guys eat $100 worth of chips.
Yeah. See what happened is, we did the interview with Makazi, the WWE lead costume designer. So me and Ant were talking to him. He brought up the cinnamon challenge, and I was talking about hot stuff. I don't know why I brought it up. I said, yeah, I still got to do the one chip challenge, and he says, hey, I have a room full of them. I can send you some out right now. And I'm like, okay, cool. I ain't no I like a rush. I ain't no punk bitch. So yeah, I end up putting my foot in my mouth, because you think somebody's gonna send it, you don't know if they're really gonna send it to you.
Right.
You really sent it. So everything I've heard about this chip is bad. The fact that it comes in a coffin, I'm not really too excited about that.
Corey is gonna die calling it. That's what people are saying right now as you take on this $45 chip challenge.
Can I read the disclaimer that's on the back of the box?
Sure, go ahead.
All right. Eat at your own risk, not for the faint of heart. Not everyone will enjoy the extreme heat. Do not eat if you are sensitive to spicy foods, allergic to peppers, nightshades. Does anybody know what nightshades is?
I don't know what nightshades are.
All right. Well, good. Or capsaicin? Anybody? Huh? Is it spicy? Yeah. Okay, it's a pepper. Or are pregnant or have any medical conditions. Keep out of reach of children. After touching the chip, wash your hands with soap and do not touch your eyes or other sensitive areas. Seek medical assistance should you experience difficulty breathing. If you cannot handle the heat, try drinking milk or eating ice cream. Fear the Reaper and consider yourself warned.
They got the milk ready.
They do have the milk ready.
Hey, I'm taking one of these, man.
Hey, this is all you get to hold after you do this. You ready?
Oh, look at that. Oh, you get a whole thing like that. All right, are you guys gonna do it at the same time?
Yeah.
Hey, can I ask why you guys didn't have a 2-gallon milk? Why the little milk?
I have no idea. Oh my God.
I heard water.
Let me see that thing?
Oh, look at those chips.
Wow.
Yeah,
Smell
chip.
Smell that thing. Is it gonna make you like?
So are they just made out of pepper, or is it like a corn chip with something?
No, it's a chip. It's the chip. They probably grinding some peppers in it.
Eat the chip. See how long you can last without reaching for milk or ice cream. Don't say we didn't warn you. Take a video of your attempt to survive the quote or hashtag one chip challenge. The chip in the coffin must be in view. So make sure you have the coffin in view, guys.
The King Koala 27 saying R.I.P. Corey and his boy.
Tag chips on Instagram or Twitter and include the hashtag #OneChipChallenge, hashtag sweeps to be added to the infamy at Paqui. Is that what it is? Paqui.com. Your profile must be public. So
there ain't no infamy. Look at all these chips on the back of this.
Everybody going, don't do it. Reconsider.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
So what are you guys gonna do? You gonna eat it, then we're just gonna wait?
Hey, I like how what was your name again, my bad?
Marcus.
Marcus. I like how Marcus got the chip all crumbled up in a couple pieces like a little mini sandwich.
Do it all, man.
It's like a Krabby Patty.
Hey, Marcus,
or something
before we can't talk, let them know who you are, what you do.
All right, so
before we can't talk
directly into the mic, though.
So Marcus, I'm the one of the store managers over at the Big Foot Locker store on 8 Mile and Kelly Community Store. Corey brought me on, Makazi brought me on because Corey did a write-up, did a quick interview back in November because I had a Puma collaboration release with Sasha Banks. Shoes sold out within, I believe, 1 or 2 minutes online, and we sold out in store in probably about 2 hours it took us to sell out. So kids, I love you, and daddy might not come home.
You got kids, man? Don't do this.
This is what I love. It's like, all right, the dude runs Foot Locker and everything. Why the hell are you here taking this on with Corey? I would never volunteer to do this.
Let's make sure you guys got the...
It's Makazi's fault.
There you go.
I blame Makazi for this. I hope he's watching. I sent him the link. All right,
all right, gents, enough bullshitting.
Yeah,
let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, gosh.
No moving. You got to stay on camera. Wow, faces look straight.
They look good so far.
Yeah,
looking good.
It's usually how these things go. Takes a couple seconds to kick in. Who's gonna have the first cough, Stick?
I don't know about coughs, but Corey's eyes are starting to blink a little bit.
It's gross.
Does it taste nasty?
It's just bad.
Is it hot?
Corey's watering.
Is there no hot? Okay.
Who's gonna reach for the milk first? That is the question. You guys good?
He's holding it up. He's holding it up. Woo. All right, they both made it seem easy.
Yeah.
This shit hot.
Marcus's face starting to kick in. And Marcus was gonna put up the sign. He didn't even put up the sign.
What does it taste like?
Garbage.
Hot garbage? Corey can't even talk. Corey, tell us a little bit about yourself.
How you feeling,
Corey? Like shit. This was a bad idea.
Marcus looks straight like he just ate some Cool Ranch Doritos.
It hurts.
It hurts.
My gums hurt.
But yeah, this shit is hot.
My gums hurt.
Yo, my ears
they're hot.
are on fire.
Yep, for sure.
Are you sweating?
Yes.
Hey, that might be some COVID side effects. You better get checked, man.
I'm actually impressed, though. Like, I expected them to be on the floor in agony by now.
I guarantee you this is going to be the thing in about 5 minutes that they're both dying.
Yeah, Corey will not be on the show for the rest of the show.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, my
look at
ears.
his eyes. Your eyes are starting to turn red.
There's levels to
or
this
that might
shit.
be a different reason. Wow.
Stomach is churning.
My stomach is good, but my ears and mouth.
Yeah, my mouth.
Is it like taking a shot of whiskey? You feel the burn all the way down, or no?
This shit real.
This shit real.
That milk. The milk has been opened.
Oh, that's it. So you guys made it like a whole 2 minutes without milk.
Yeah, that's gross. Don't do it.
Wow, you both are starting to sweat for real.
Corey's sweating his ass off. Jesus Christ, this hurts.
Dude, what a great business plan by these guys.
God.
That bad.
$45 a chip?
Right.
Oh, and they also have other flavors that are not
like,
hot,
is your mouth on fire or what is it? Like,
hot.
walk us through this because I don't know exactly what it feels like.
My mouth is on fire.
It's painful. It's painful.
Like your mouth?
Yeah.
What about when you breathe?
Talk
Like it's
into
like
the mic, though. So awkward.
I want to cry. My eyes are welling. My throat is burning. Ears are hot. Face is hot. Yeah, don't do this. Makazi. Fuck you, bro. Shit. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
What do you got to say to Makazi, Corey?
Corey can't even talk right now, can you, Corey?
Your aunt said you're fucking crazy.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, make sure you wash your hands, don't touch your eyes, and don't masturbate
Yeah,
after
don't
this,
jerk
guys.
off after this.
Yeah. Yep. Those be the rules. I didn't write them.
Corey, I've never seen Corey so speechless.
Right. Fish, what are you thinking over there in the fish booth?
Oh, my God.
It looks painful, but we had Zach call in who said, "Hey, are they really going to do this?" I said, "Yep." They said, "Why aren't they doing the salty cracker challenge?" I'm like, "I don't know. They're doing the one chip challenge."
Yeah.
Oh,
Corey's ears. Look at Corey's ears.
Yeah,
This
why do
shit is hard.
you keep messing with your ears, Corey?
Because it's burning.
Your ears?
Yes. They're like filling up with water.
No, I would never do anything like this.
No.
I watch videos. It looks painful. Now I see it in person.
Man, I wish we could get a doctor on right now to describe what is going on. Like,
Marcus is not well no
it's
more.
weird how
Joey,
it's messing with
you
your
know
ears.
everybody. Do you know any doctors we can call?
Yeah, I just don't know any.
Like, Corey is sweating.
Specializing doctors.
Right. Are you having an allergic reaction? That's one of the... No? Okay.
Fuck Corey.
This shit is that hot.
Shit.
This shit is that hot. Milk is definitely a better choice.
Milk is a bad choice.
No, milk is a great choice in this. I hate milk, but
So compared to like the extra hot Cheetos, those new ones.
No comparison.
Nothing.
Nothing.
No.
this is easily the hottest shit I've ever ate in my life.
Not close.
Wow.
Man, all right. Well, I think what we should do right now is maybe take a break and we'll check back in with them. Adam, you ready to do that? So let's do that. Let's take a break. We'll see if we can get some hearing back in Corey's ears, and we'll come back in about 30 seconds and see where these guys are at, and then try to get back into the show.
We got Dose of Dion actually going to be hopping on the show too to talk some Lions football.
Oh, is Dion on the line?
So we're going to have some fun.
Okay, so yeah, let's do that. Let's take a break. When we come back, we got Dose of Dion, infamous YouTube star. He's going to be on to talk some Lions, and we'll check in with Corey throughout the day today.
It's the ears.
Dude, these guys look in agony. We'll take a break. We'll be right back on the Woodward Sports Network.
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We are recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand. Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads.
They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10.5 months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire
Hire a graduate
of Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show right here on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. While these guys are suffering through the chip challenge to my left.
I feel good. How do you feel, Stick?
Man, I feel amazing.
I feel awesome.
Fuck all everybody.
We had to bring this guy on because not only did he drive up from Ohio to come to our draft party at Del Mar, we just really like this kid, and he's got great comments and great insight on what the Lions did with their draft. So welcome back to the show, Dose of Dion. Dion, how you feeling after draft weekend? Adam. I can't hear you, man. Can you hear us? Is your mic muted?
His mic's muted.
We're trying to work that out with Dion right now, making sure his. Let's check back in with Corey.
Yeah,
real
in the
quick.
meantime, let's check back in to see how these guys are doing.
How's it going, guys?
Look at Marcus's face now.
My stomach is fine. It's my throat and ears just are on another level.
Corey,
I do not recommend doing this shit at all.
especially at 8 a.m. in the morning.
Fuck that.
Oh man.
Fuck Makazi.
Does this have like the Scoville scale? Isn't that what?
It's like it's at the tip.
Is that the top?
Yeah,
the
it's
top
at
of
the
the
top.
scale. Okay, because that's
Dude's
how they
chasing
measure.
with berries.
Water is a bad choice. Milk is everything. I don't like milk, but I'm gonna get more milk.
Gross.
Oh, you already pounded all your milk?
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's gone. It's gone.
That's why they should have got the 2-gallon one. They got a little baby bottle.
Well, I mean, I don't think they anticipated wanting
this
to
is bad.
smash a whole gallon of milk right in front of us.
I definitely thought people put on for the camera. It's no joke. I want to cry.
So, Corey, what's your thoughts? Number 7 pick, Penei Sewell. What do you...
Come on, Corey, give us some good insight.
Yeah.
It hurts to formulate a speech sentence.
All right, let's see if we can check back into Dose of Dion right now. Dion, you got your mic working? No, we can't. Try to disconnect and then reconnect. We'll see if that works. Because we're not getting levels on our end. We can see you perfectly fine, though.
You look good, Dion.
Yeah, you're looking good today, man.
You look way better than Marcus and Corey up here. Be grateful for that.
Whew. It's starting to come down now.
Is it?
For me, at least. You gotta hit the milk, man. I hate milk.
Bro.
But hey, that's what saved me. The milk saved me. It's starting to come down. This is as advertised. This is hot as shit. Like, I'm able to talk more now. I need to stop talking because it hurts to talk. But yeah.
Dude, like, you should see me after eating like regular Chester's hot fries. I'm like them right now, so I can only imagine how they're feeling because they're sweating off of a chip.
You can't handle heat at all, Joey?
I'm not good with it.
Yeah, I'm not a.
You're not either?
I'm not a spice guy. Nah, not at all.
That's crazy.
I don't even eat hot sauce, bro.
I'm back good now.
Okay, you're good?
The milk and fruit helped.
Did it?
It's still hot, but it's definitely come down a lot more from that initial
Someone get a
initial
trash
taste.
can for Marcus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Joey, why don't you see if Dion can call up on his phone, and we'll do it that way.
Perfect.
But yeah, let's you know what? Let's do this. Let's take one more break. When we come back, we're gonna try to get with Dose of Dion. If not, we're gonna hit Joey's news and keep this show rolling. So we'll be right back on the Woodward Sports Network.
You don't fumble the ball at work. Hey, Drug Bell, Sean Baligian. See you guys next weekend.
Thanks, mate.
Oh, Bell's soft. Wait till it comes to New Zealand. Pour that out.
Good morning, everyone.
Extra, extra, read all about it.
Let's get into Joey's news.
Let's go.
Hey, so if you ever wondered what our boy Marcus and Corey would look like inside of the Lions war room, it would probably be this after doing the one chip challenge. You see the excitement between Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell, smacking tables out here trying to look like Adam Baydoun. But it was just a great first year for Brad Holmes, and you just felt the energy. That's one thing that I liked about this draft is you felt the energy. Started out by them saying that we're going to draft from the outside in, but we stuck to the end with our first round going offensive lineman, our next two picks going to the defensive line, and that's what you love to see.
Yeah, do you think that was a smoke screen that they did?
Yeah.
Kind of like the 49ers did with Trey Lance at quarterback, giving the Mac Jones out there. Like, do you think the Lions are like, we're going to build from the outside in, and they're like, haha, gotcha, bitches, we wanted Sewell?
I think so, because they say all of that and then they go nowhere off of that route. Because if you say you're going from the outside in, that's the focus that you're going to have on this draft, and you go the first 3 picks as linemen, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up there. But we're going to talk to the dose of Dion coming up right after this. He got it working, and I'm curious to see what he thinks on this, because there's been a lot of positivity on the draft this year. And the catch of the year made by a Phillies fan off of this 97-mile-per-hour foul ball while holding his ice cream.
Yeah, and his hype man coming up. I love that guy. He's like, come on, great catch.
Like, let's go, man, let's go.
Yeah. Dude, the best is that they got that on video, you know, because now that guy has that. Like, I would make that an NFT and save that for the rest of my life. Like me catching a foul ball.
That is an MLB Top Shot if they had that.
There you go.
That's worth a lot right there.
I wonder if we'll ever get to that point where fans will have top shots for catches like that.
Why not?
Because I'd buy the shit out of that if that was me.
Dude, Malice at the Palace.
Oh, my God. Oh. You're John Green. Do you have that as your cup throw for the rest of your life?
That thing's selling more than the Mona Lisa right there. Jared Goff's girlfriend, Kristen Harper, we're a big fan of her. Really big fan of her because she reps Detroit versus everybody.
Yep, and shout out to Tommy Walker. And she got the trademark brand, too. That's not like some bootleg Pied Piper
and that would be funny. What if it was like Detroit v. everybody?
Right.
Some knockoff. Like, oh, I heard Detroit versus everybody's a cool brand over there. Let me support that.
Right. No, no knockoffs for her.
No knockoffs for her. This is crazy to say. The last home game for the Detroit Red Wings went down yesterday. There's our newest Red Wing, Vrana, on that goal. The Red Wings losing to the Lightning 2-1, but we will not be seeing them at home because we are not making the playoffs. We are nowhere near making the playoffs.
Nope. And it's crazy that we went on that 25-year run, and now it's like, damn, we can't. Like, when that run was going, it was like, oh, every team makes the playoffs. It's not that big of a deal.
Right.
Now it's like, oh, that actually was quite an accomplishment because it's a lot harder to make the NHL playoffs now than it ever has been for us. So.
Dude, I won't lie. They just did that Pocky or whatever chip challenge, and I took a sniff of it before, and I think I like breathed in a pepper.
Dude, I got they left some on my paper. Look at that. You see those little black marks? That's
lick one.
chip.
Lick one.
No, hell no.
Come on, just
hell
one.
No.
Just one little baby piece.
You see what those grown-ass men are doing right now? Both of them are in the bathroom sweating. Like, no way am I going to do that.
You just see them drinking the milk, too, just downing it. Ben Simmons with the game-winning tip yesterday to win in overtime against the Spurs. Beautiful tip in right there.
Yeah, good for Ben
Tie
Simmons.
game.
Good for Ben Simmons.
Good for that
is a monster.
Beautiful blockout right there.
Yeah, and of course, I hate the Spurs, so that's always fun to see them lose.
The 19-45 Detroit Pistons, that hurts. That hurts so much to say. 19-45.
Yeah.
Losing to the Hornets 107-94 on Saturday. You see Beef Stew at least still keeping it all in there. That's what I love, though. We're 19-45, but the team is still out there giving it their all.
Yep. And that's all you can ask for.
That's all we can ask for. We just want to see what these rookies look like, and they're starting to all look pretty damn good out there. And as we progress as a team and as an organization, I feel like the Pistons are going to be on the right track because we have some good trade capital with a few of our players right now that we just got to keep it up. And the #1 prospect in the country, my boy Ypsilanti Zone and Monty Bates, reopened his recruitment after decommitting from MSU.
Yeah, well, it's going to be interesting to see if he goes G League or if he picks another college. I think everybody knows that he's going to go G League. He's going to make some money, and that's the way to go.
I mean, what is it, $500,000 he can make?
Yep, $500,000, and he just gets to focus on basketball. And that's going to be the selling point for a lot of these kids instead of going to college is, listen, this is just kind of a trade school, essentially, and you're getting paid $500K a year.
And truthfully, when you look at his Amani Bates Academy that they got over there, that's pretty much what it is already.
Right.
You know, he left Ipsy to take on this and start this company up and to start this school up, and that's where they're at right now. I just wanted to give a quick little shout out to our people over at Northwestern Tech. You can't decommit from this school and go somewhere else because you will not get what Northwestern Tech offers for you. So go check them out right now. northwesterntech.edu. It's a 10.5-month hands-on HVAC program, heating and cooling. That is the industry that will be here forever and something that you should consider if you're thinking about a trade school. northwesterntech.edu.
Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. And we got the sound working for Dose of Dion. He is back on the line, and let's welcome him to the show. Welcome to the show, Dose of Dion.
What's going on, everybody? How's it going?
Dion! We need our daily dose of Dion, so I'm happy that you're up here. How is it back in Ohio? How was it watching the entire NFL draft? And we just got to get your take.
Man, it wasn't as fun. I'll tell you that. It was way more fun up there.
Oh, we lost him, Adam. We lost him, Adam. Go back to that screen.
You doubled up on Corey. We don't want two Corys.
Yeah.
Hey, Corey's tripping after that chip like, wow, I'm seeing myself 2 times on this screen.
No, so, Dion, what were you saying about the draft?
Oh, man, I said it was way more fun up there in Detroit, but it's great, man. I love the draft. I mean, you know, we stay on. We stream the whole 7 hours of day 3. It was kind of rough that they traded, you know, up because then there was that huge break of like 150 picks. And it was like, oh my goodness.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, what'd you do to kill time during that 150 pick drought?
I just sat there and watched it, and yeah. I mean, I didn't, you know, we did it last year too. I had someone with me. I had a friend with me, so we both watched it together, but. Yeah, man, it's tough. It's rough. It's definitely rough, but, you know, it's still fun. It's still a good time. You only get it once a year.
Out of everybody but the first-round pick, who do you like the best? I mean, obviously, we know we all love Sewell, but out of all the other guys, who you like?
Man, I love Amon-Ra St. Brown. I was so hyped when we made that pick. I thought it was cool. Actually, you know, someone I've done some stuff with, he actually announced the pick. I was like, wait, is that really him? And it was, and no, I love that pick. It was the one I predicted right. I've tried to predict for a while now. I usually am always wrong on every single pick, so I got one right. So I was very excited about that. But that was my favorite pick, man, to get a weapon after all the, the defensive lineman and offensive lineman. To get kind of a flashy player was exciting.
I think the only backlash Lions fans gave towards the team was that we didn't go with a wide receiver earlier in this draft. We ended up taking him. He was the 112th overall pick. Do you think that is going to be a great addition to the team now, or do you think we should have grabbed more?
Oh, I love it. I mean, I love the addition of him because I think he gives you slot outside versatility. I think he's got good size for a guy like Jared Goff and the kind of size that he likes to play with there. I've been a big fan of him because, I love him down the field. He can make people miss after the catch. I've heard the character and stuff is great there. So I've loved the fit there. I think they did a better job than I would have done. Definitely. When you consider how the board fell, because some guys that I thought were going to get drafted, turn into undrafted free agents. They signed a couple of them at receiver. So I thought we should have drafted some of those guys, but then they didn't get drafted anyway. So I think the way they had their board set up was really well. And, at first I was a little worried about not getting more weapons, but then we started signing the guys like Jonathan Adams, Sage Surratt, and I was like, oh, okay, they just hit free agency. It worked out, better than I could have thought.
Yeah, and that to me was the craziest part about this draft is how much talent was left over after the draft. And, just especially in the skill positions, too, like running back and wide receiver. There's still a lot of talent that was left on the board, and that's why we were able to pick up Sage as an unrestricted free agent, but also get Jermar Johnson in the 7th round, too. Jefferson. Sorry.
Yeah, man. Oh, no, I mean, it was crazy how much talent was there. I mean, there was a lot of picks, so I'm assuming some guys, were going to get picked at some point. But, yeah, it felt like there's just tons of receivers that fell out. I mean, I don't know if that's because I just fell to the draft closer or what this year, but it just seemed like a lot of receivers fell out of the draft. And, there were some safeties, and there was obviously a pretty good amount of running backs that were falling out. So, I just love the way the board fell for them. And that because kind of seemed like the draft was kind of going where offensive linemen and defensive line were going much earlier. So the Lions were, kind of picking up on those guys when everybody else was. Because I think if they would have done it the other way where they would have got the weapons, they may have missed out on some of those top offensive linemen and defensive linemen.
What do you think about the Lions going back-to-back drafting defensive linemen? I know they got a lot of crap for not doing the whole sexy pick route.
Yeah, that would shock me too. If you go back and see my reaction, I was like, wait, what are we doing? Like, why did we go? I thought people were joking. They're like, no, we took Aleem McNeil. I was like, why would we take Aleem McNeil? I tried to kind of look back on it. Like I said, with how the receivers fell, I was definitely happy with that. And the fact that they traded up for a linebacker and still got that filled out. But I was definitely surprised. But it makes me think that they're looking at, the injuries we've had on the defensive line, not having guys healthy last season, not really having interior pass rushers either. We just kind of have run stoppers. So, hey, at least the defensive line should be exciting. And it'll be way better than last year where it just seemed like we couldn't get after the quarterback at all.
Not at all. That was just again, the Lions were historically bad defense.
The worst.
And the thing that I didn't understand, again, I was other than mindset that I would have went with wide receiver right there. But again, how can you get mad at them for addressing a historically bad defense? You can't.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely, man.
They needed help everywhere, honestly. Like, let's say, besides quarterback, which I want to get your take on that too, Dion. The fact that we didn't even go quarterback like a Mond later on in the draft or something like that to even get him on the bench or even take a risk with one of those picks. What do you think that says about the future of Jared Goff here?
Man, I think Jared Goff, he's clearly the guy this year. We kind of all, I think, knew that. But I still don't know I still don't think it really locks him in. I look at how his contract's set up, and I think it's set up for them to draft a quarterback next year, even if Goff, stays through this season. Just because you do it this season, then you kind of have a backup waiting for 2 years because you're not going to be able to get out of that contract very well. But no, the quarterbacks, Mond and Davis Mills went a little bit earlier than I thought. So, after that point, it was like, is there really even a point of drafting a quarterback with how many limited picks we have?
Yeah, it's something that we got to address eventually, but I like the idea that they didn't really put all that pressure on Goff. They're letting him pretty much know, this was my interpretation of not drafting a quarterback, like, hey, this is your year to prove it. If you prove it this year, we're not going to fuck around and draft a quarterback next year either. This is your team. But if you prove that you can't do it this year, then we're going to start moving on because we're building this team the right way from the inside out. Mm-hmm. And if you're not the guy, you got 1 year to prove that you are the guy.
Yeah, I agree completely. We know that Brad Holmes and those guys, they like Jared Goff. We knew that. And I think, the best thing, especially with limited picks, is give him the best shot you possibly can. Offensively, defensively, like you said, just give him pieces to give him an opportunity to show that I am the quarterback going forward. If you really do truly believe in him like that. And then next year, if it doesn't work out, then you go quarterback at that point. But, yeah, I mean, you only have 6 draft picks coming in. You're trying to give him the best shot possible to prove himself. And like you said, the defense historically bad last year. Like, everybody's going to look bad if the defense is playing like that.
Yep. And you look at these picks, I mean, for them to go back-to-back on that defensive tackle, it just, to me, was a statement. It was a statement that this team isn't messing around and that they want to build those pieces from the ground up, because if your line ain't strong, the rest of the team's going to fall apart. And that's why I'm actually really happy about this. Initially, I was mad. Corey mentioned that Nico Collins and there was a couple other receivers that we could have drafted at some point were available. We didn't go that route. So we got what we got. We got our defensive tackles. We got our star offensive tackle, and I think it's going to be a good future right now.
I want to get his opinion on one thing that was criticized by a lot of people, and he kind of brought it up. The Lions did catch some flack on one thing by trading up to get Barnes. I'm curious, what are your thoughts about them trading up to get Barnes?
Man, I had no issue with it aside from the fact that we had to wait for 150 days. I mean, I was looking at the board, and, linebacker, I wasn't sure if they were going to address it as they kept waiting and waiting. But to me, linebacker wasn't deep this year, especially for, interior linebackers. And at that point, it seemed like after you took Amon-Ra St. Brown, it seemed like maybe Cam McGrone might be someone. But there wasn't really many middle linebackers that seemed like still available. There was a couple outside guys, but I felt like if you waited 40 picks, you may have been, just picking purely, hopefully, development, because I don't think you would have gotten a guy that could have made much of an impact on the inside after, losing guys like Jared Davis, even though it wasn't great here. But, you have the coverage guy in Alex Anzalone, and I think you needed someone that can play on the inside, be potentially a future middle linebacker. So I had no issue with the trade up. Plus, they got us a 7th-round pick, which I guess was nice. And, I was a little surprised because I knew how much they would value future picks.
Well, Dion, man, thank you for joining us this morning. Honestly, I wish we could talk to you a lot more, but we're running out of time on the show today. So we got to bring you back on at some point throughout the week, or if anything breaking news happens with the Lions. Everybody in our chat loves your opinion, loves your energy. They're telling us we got to get you on the network more, so we got to make that happen.
Oh, thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Part of that's probably my fault. I had the mic. I thought the mic was set up. I was like, oh, it's good. And then it wasn't good. So, but thank you, guys. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man.
It's always like that, man.
Well, enjoy your day in Ohio, man. Go Lions. Thank you for being a huge supporter and a great contributor. We loved having you up at the draft and just love the content that you put out, man. So keep doing it, and we'll keep consuming it.
And that's the thing about Dion, too. He went the entire draft live.
Right.
Spent all that time when there was 144 picks with no Lions talk, but he still stayed there with them. So I appreciate that as a Lions fan, and just as a Lions media, we respect you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I love getting on the show, man. This is great.
Did you see Corey's interaction with Sewell? Did you see what happened? He taught him the what up dough for Detroit.
Yeah, no, I didn't see that one.
Oh, man, go check out Corey. Is it on your Instagram, Corey?
Yeah, it's on my Instagram.
Yeah, go check out Corey E. Woods on Instagram, and you'll check it out. Like, his first press conference, Corey says, no, you can't say what up. You got to say what up, dough. And then Sewell put out a video, like, the very next day. What up, dough, Detroit? So we're already changing the culture, baby.
That's awesome. I'll check that out, man.
Well, have a great day, Dion. Thanks for joining us.
All right, see you guys. Appreciate it.
Man, Dion loves Detroit, and you know who else loves Detroit, Joey?
Who does?
8 Mile Vodka. And
they are Detroit. They're born in Detroit.
And I got the hell slapped out of me on Friday doing our slap shot. Actually, we should probably pull that video up and play that back.
She looks heavy-handed.
That girl could kick like a mule. She slapped like a mule. Like, dude, I like, you talked about how your ears were ringing from the hotness. My ears were ringing from getting slapped.
It looked like it was a handprint on your face at one point.
The rest of the day, my ear was red. So shout out to Bethany for smacking the hell out of me. But make sure you pick up 8 Mile Vodka. It's available at any Meijer store, and make sure you ask for it when you're out at the bar, because if they don't have it, we'll make sure we get it for you. 8 Mile. They were born in Detroit. So was Woodward Sports. It's a natural. What do you call that? Unifier? Unity?
It is. It's a unifier. It brings us all together. 8 Mile Vodka.
8 Mile and Woodward. Thank you, guys.
Ridge Street Exchange, downtown Fenton. I'm trying to find me a shirt. Ooh, look at these swimming shorts.
What are you doing over there, Stick?
I'm trying to find me a drink. Ooh, look at these bonfire bitters.
Ready for summer.
Let's go. Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show right here on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. It is Monday, so we got a lot of things going on a Monday. Not only does Mikey TikTok come in and do his weekend update, you can hop up in the chair if you'd like, but we also like to feature one lovely woman from Detroit and from the Detroit Dolls Instagram, so make sure you follow them, and we want to highlight you because you're beautiful, you're strong, you're mighty, and most importantly, you're from Detroit.
And she's the first Woodward golfer that we got, too.
Hey, so why don't you introduce yourself? What's your name?
Absolutely. My name is Carrie O'Rourke. I'm from Commerce Township. My company is called Core Golf Fitness, and my official title is Titleist Performance Institute Golf Fitness Professional.
Nice. Where in Commerce are you from? That's where I grew up.
Right by Bay Point.
Oh, okay. Nice. I grew up at like South Commerce and Pontiac Trail right there.
Perfect.
By Wolverine
We're
Lake.
neighbors.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, welcome. First of all, you're dressed in your golf
Thank
stuff.
you. I am.
You brought a club with you?
Just in case. You never know.
Just in case you got to fend off Joey.
Can we do a slap shot with a golf club like that?
Absolutely.
No. A club shot?
I got hit with a golf club before. It hurts like hell.
Why were you hit with a golf club?
Who hit you, Fish?
Oh, this is like 10 years ago.
Who hit you with a golf club?
My cousin hit me. It was accidental, but he hit me and it hurt. So
The only way it's an accident is if you stood too close to him. So it was your fault?
Sure, you can blame it on me.
Sure, you can blame it on me. So tell us a little bit about what you do.
Sure. So let me ask you guys first.
Okay.
Do you consider golf to be a sport or an activity? Are golfers athletes?
Yes.
Or are they participants?
I mean, it's a mix of both, I guess. That would be my answer, because when you're watching the pros, they're clearly athletes. When you're watching me, I'm clearly a participant.
Well, that is a good answer.
Sport, it's tough because you could look at it as like a team event, as like the description for a sport. But I mean, it still is a sport. But when you go out golfing with the homies, it's more of an activity.
Right.
Right. But would you do anything that you could to be a little bit better to beat your homies next time you're out there?
Yes.
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah, pride's on the line always.
100%. It don't matter what it is. It could be a chip challenge that we did earlier. You got to beat the homie no matter what it is.
Well, when you're trying to beat the homies, I can help you. How about that? So what I do is I work with golfers in the gym. So just like a baseball player might have a trainer in the gym, I work with golfers. And so I have an evaluation system that looks at how your body moves, and then I take that information and I can help you become more flexible. I can help you increase your power. You can be more endurance. So it's a little bit different twist on a golf professional, but if you look at Tiger Woods, he really changed the way we look at golf. So he works out in the gym, does his curls for the girls, and really increased his sport and his game. So that's what Titleist has created, is an entire system to help golfers become better in the gym.
With like golf activities, right?
Right, so they're golf-specific exercises.
Right.
So it can be for, an 85-year-old man who's just having trouble rotating, and we can start there. It can be for a high school player who needs to really increase his power so he can get his distance longer.
So what are some workouts?
I was just going to say, what's the basic workout that you could do to increase your game or increase your drive just a little?
Well, basic workouts would include any sort of rotational activities, like you working with a band, rotating, working with balls, rotating, but really you want to start with the basics of rotating your body, moving your pelvis back and forth, being able to extend your wrists. So there are really some basic movements that some people can't do. So it sounds really simple until I put you through the evaluation and you say like, oh wow, I really can't rotate my shoulders. So that's why it's pretty interesting and fun, and everyone loves to talk about golf. So
yeah,
it's a great place to be.
I feel like last year,
right now.
Last year with COVID, where golf was the only activity sport that was available, I felt like it really blew up. I really did. And I never in my life thought that I'd be the guy saying, actually, I want to start golfing. But that's where I'm at right now because it's just become the new thing.
And my business also blew up. So that's been residual for everybody who works in the golf field is I have people driving an hour to come and do an evaluation because they find me on the Titleist website. So it's been a real benefit, and it's a really interesting sport and activity. And if you're going to work out, you might as well work out to increase your golf game, right?
Might as well.
Might as well.
And how's your golf game?
My golf game is medium, but I have cute outfits and I can keep up.
That's right.
And I'm an
You get
excellent
bonus points, though.
spectator.
You get
I'm an
bonus
excellent
points.
spectator. Yeah. So if I'm going to go to like a couples golf evening, you know, all good. It's a fun time. But I do have two sons, one who plays college sport and one who plays high school golf as well. So our entire life revolves around golf.
What high school?
Wall Lake Northern.
Oh, all right.
Yep.
Cool.
College is college golfer as
And
well?
Wayne State.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. So the rewarding part of your job, obviously, is when somebody comes in and, like, let's say their drive is like 300 yards, but you get them up to like 330, and you see their game progressively improve.
Right, and that's when it's fun, when somebody's really trying to like smash the ball, and you can do some of those more complicated, high-end type exercises that
Right.
they increase their club speed, increase their distance. It might take one winter, but it's very satisfying to see results.
I bet. Yeah. No, that's got to be the cool thing, that you could actually mark, and, you know, when they come in, it's like, oh, your rotation's only 90 degrees. Now it's all the way up to 180 degrees.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure, for sure. So different things that you wouldn't even think about. I can show you one. Can you see me if I stand up?
Yeah, if you stand up, Adam could go
Put
to the
that
full cam on you.
Very basic, very basic.
But make sure you're talking into the mic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll slide the chair over.
Slide that over. So very basic, but you can either do this or not do this. Can you see me?
Yep.
Okay.
We see you.
Oh, perfect. Cross your arms. He's coming down, leaning forward into your 5-iron position.
Okay, talking to the mic, though.
Leaning forward.
There you go.
Now, basically, can you pelvic tilt? That is the question. I don't know. You can't see that, can you? Can you bring your pelvic bone forward and back?
There we go.
Forward
There,
and back.
there we go.
Now that is the first.
girl.
That's the first thing I test, and it's fun. But you can do it or you can't do it. So I don't know. Can you guys do it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm doing it in the chair right now.
You're doing it right now.
I'm popping it right now. Yeah.
Okay, great. I'm glad that we brought that there today. And then you want to make sure that you can rotate right to left without moving your shoulders.
You get a lot of injuries in golf. Like if you go out there and like you don't stretch or something like that. Because I'm new to the sport. I haven't golfed ever in my entire life. I went to the golf range one time and I broke a club because I hit the ground too hard. So I haven't done it since.
Well, that's a unique situation.
Yep.
But lots of back injuries for sure. Back, it can hurt your back. You want to make sure that you're doing some mobility exercises off the course. And yes, going back to what you said, warm up is a huge part of it. Your warm up is not a cigar and a shot of tequila. Your warm up should probably be a little bit of moving your body, moving your arms, moving your hips around, things like that.
Yeah, I often
just to
wonder.
to prevent injuries at any level for sure.
I often wonder how good I would be at golf if I didn't get completely annihilated every time I play. Because usually by the back nine, I'm like a couple 3-4 shots deep, a couple blunts deep, and next thing I know, I'm trying to hit a middle ball of the 3 balls that are on my tee.
I mean, nobody could expect you to stay sober, especially you, for an entire 6 hours out there.
You should be playing better when you're not sober.
Yeah, no, that's not how it works. Like, there's a peak position, like, there's a peak level of drunkenness, and I'm playing okay.
And you go
I'm
down
loose.
the hill
Yeah, and
every
then it's
single
like,
time.
Okay, yep. So tell people how they can get a hold of you and all that good stuff. You work for Titleist, which is awesome.
Well, we are certified through Titleist.
Right.
I am working out of the Sports Club of West Bloomfield, but I also travel to various country clubs, and my website is called Core Golf Fitness, COR, and that's got some information on different golf moves and then how you can contact me with my phone number and my email. And I'd love to be able to help anybody out on their golf game, either in the summer, but more importantly, over the winter when you're not golfing.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show this morning. We're going to post your pictures up on our social media, tag you, and make sure everybody knows you are the doll of the week. So thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for coming on. When we come back, it is time for Fish's Facts right here on the Woodward Sports Network.
You don't fumble the ball at work. Hey, Drake Bell, Sean Baligian. See you guys next weekend.
Thanks, Mike.
Oh, Bell's so wait till it comes to New Zealand. Pour that out.
Time? Yeah, it is. Fish!
Go fish. Fish facts.
It's fish!
every morning about this time, Fish comes on with some amazing facts for you. And the one time we skipped it, we caught a ton of hell. So we don't want to miss Fish's facts ever. You ready to roll, Fish? It's Monday.
It is Monday. The weekend was this past weekend. And we're going to start with a video, as always. I don't know if you guys are watching Saturday Night Football. You guys see this?
Yeah.
No? All right. Well, cool. This was Swans and the Cats from Saturday Night Football. This was the game-winning goal that took place.
Yeah.
And the Swans kicked in. They won the game by 2 points.
Nice.
We moved to Adam Beidoun. Congratulations. Inter Milan won the title over the weekend after Atalanta failed to beat Sassuolo. This is their first title since 2010. Juventus has won the last 9 titles they lost. So not looking good for them, but congratulations to Inter Milan. If you pull up Inter Milan, you'll see the pictures of people celebrating. And they're still on lockdown over there. And, yeah, they're going crazy because they won. So can't stop them from
Fish,
celebrating.
did you see the people protesting Man U over the weekend?
I did.
What'd you think about that?
I mean, not smart, but they're going to do what they're going to do.
Okay.
So, yeah, it was about the ownership of the Glazers. And I guess you guys know Jay Glazer?
Yeah.
He caught heat over the weekend because people assumed it was him. And so he went out and said, "It's not me. Please don't attack me. I'm not the owner of Manchester United." So that's pretty funny that he got heat for that.
I love that when the wrong identity gets roasted on social media just because you have a similar name.
Yeah, it was about how they run the club. They've been there since 2005, and the Super League didn't help. So people were pissed about that. We moved to hockey on, I believe this is Friday. Congratulations to Seattle. They are becoming the 32nd NHL team.
Yeah, the Kraken, baby.
So they became official, which means they can sign players, make trades, all the hockey stuff that teams do, or all the sports stuff that teams do. So they will start in October of this year. And we go to Kyle Lowry in basketball. For the Raptors, they played the Lakers, and he made 8 threes over in that game. And no Laker has made many threes in a game this entire season.
I like that.
So, Lowry did pretty well over the weekend. And someone else did good over the weekend, Giannis Antetokounmpo. He got 49 points, 8 rebounds, 26 of 36 shooting, 4 for 8 from 3. That's the most points a player has scored versus the Nets this season. It's also the most shot attempts Giannis ever took in his career. His previous high was 31.
Yeah, it was a fun game to watch yesterday. I didn't mind that at all. I could watch that game several times. I can't wait for NBA playoffs to start, man.
It's coming up, and you got that play-in game happening. I'll go to baseball, where Fernando Tatis Jr., first player to record 40-plus home runs and 30-plus stolen bases in his first 162 games played.
Beast.
He's looking good.
Yeah.
Speaking of a beast, Andrew McCutchen is a beast. 445-foot home run over the weekend. It's the second longest home run tracked by StatCast since 2015. Only trailing 447-foot home run, which is hit on July 9th of 2015.
I like it.
And today is May 3rd. In 1910 was the start of college sports. It started off as Intercollegiate Athletic Association of the United States. That's very long, so they condensed it to what is known today as the National Collegiate Athletic Association, NCAA.
Yeah, I like NCAA much better.
More condensed. In 2018, a quarterback named by Matt Ryan became NFL's first $30 million per season player after signing a $150 million contract extension. And he is not one of the best quarterbacks in the league, so imagine what a really good quarterback could get.
Oh, yeah. No, that's set the trend, man.
We got a birthday today. He's a coach of, drawing a blank on the team. Tyronn Lue, he was the coach of the Cavs as well. Tyronn Lue, it is his birthday today.
Hey!
1977, so congratulations to him. He was born in Mexico, Missouri, not the country Mexico.
not Missouri, Mexico.
And that is it. Those
right.
are the facts. Have a great weekend, or have a great day, whatever day it is. We'll see you tomorrow. I lost. How was your weekend?
My weekend was great, man. I mean, honestly, I was so hungover from the draft on Friday, and not like drunk hungover, just like exhausted hungover. We made it through Friday, and then on to Saturday, I laid on my couch, watched the rest of the draft, and then Sunday, wife's birthday, so just spent all the time outdoors doing fun stuff, take her out to eat, put together Legos, charcuterie boards, all types of fun stuff.
All right, last question. Corey, how are you feeling? You just took the chip challenge about 45 minutes ago. You feeling good?
I feel great now. The milk and fruit definitely work. Water, I thought I was going to do good by getting the iced coffee, but of course the coffee has water in it. Bad choice for water. I think that water activates the peppers or something like that.
Yep. You did your boy Marcus dirty. He's over there dying right now.
He didn't want. He bought the milk, but didn't want to drink the milk. I was like, hey, give me that. Desperate times call for desperate measures. I hate milk myself, but I'm good now. But that thing is as advertised. My stomach is over here doing Dominique Dawes backflips, but we all right.
All right, you ready to do it, Joey? It is time for your dumbass of the day. Let's go.
Now to present the dumbass of the day.
And the loser is
dumbass. Go ahead, Joey.
This guy has won our dumbass of the day a couple times. He did not win a shit when he was here in Detroit. Take a guess who he is.
Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin.
Ding, 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 ding.
You know what?
Get some sound on this play, too, because it's crazy when you see what he was here in Detroit, where the dude didn't dunk for X amount of months, and now what you see from Blake Griffin.
It down.
Just look.
This is probably as high as we've seen
When
him
I saw
jump
how
as a
high he
member
got
of
up, I just instantly thought of Joey. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to text him the clip. He's probably having a good weekend. I'm going to leave him alone. But he
with
saw
your
it.
Dumbass, Blake Griffin.
I was waiting for it. You said dumb. Oh, you call him a dumbass. This time it's usually bum.
With your bitch ass, bum ass, bum ass Blake Griffin.
I'm like, hold up. Did they Photoshop this shit?
No.
No, he's literally like springs. Where? This dude was damn near crawling out of the LCA.
Yeah, well, he did not give it his all here.
He was that.
Yeah.
Again, it goes back to Chris Webber. I hate going back to it, but Chris Webber said, man, Blake was playing. Blake was fooling everybody. He was just trying to get out. Blake ain't hurt. He said, guys like me and Karl Malone, we lose our athleticism quickly, not guys like Blake. Well, Chris Webber went lying.
Bum ass. You guys have a great day. Thank you for waking up with the Morning Woodward Show. We're on every morning, 8 a.m. till 10 a.m. right here on the Woodward Sports Network. Baligian and Bell is up next with special guest Terry Foster filling in for Joik Bell on Mondays like he normally does. And then we got the Hook coming up from 3 to 5 today. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. It's kind of gloomy, kind of nasty, but the Lions looking good, making us all feel good today.
I don't feel good.
What?
To unveil something new that we have.
What?
Our shirt.
Oh, talk about it, Joey.
Our shirt. We got a brand new shirt, Detroit Soul.
Detroit Soul, baby.
Detroit Soul. But now we got Detroit Soul.
That's right.
My sister's going to love that.
That's
her last name.
Sewell? Nice. Well, it's available right now. Go to woodwardsports.com if you want some Detroit Soul in your life. And we got another one that we're working on today that I absolutely love. I don't want to give out the theme because somebody may steal it and try to get it up before us. But yeah, go to woodwardsports.com. Check out all of our T-shirts, all of our merch, and it's available for you today. Get that Detroit Soul in your life, and have a great Monday, everybody.